There's a hopelessness out there. You got LA. You say, what are the podcasts that you can go on here? They got nothing. They got
LA?
the Bad Friends universe.
No, there's a lot. There's
there's
so many. LA and New York are doing great.
No, New York's doing great on the podcast.
LA's got a ton.
If you're Bill Burr's friend,
Glassman's out there.
yes,
There's
that's
a lot.
number 3.
Yeah. There's a lot. How
Now
many?
name a fourth. Name a fourth.
How
good
many are fucking here?
We got the Matt and Shane Secret Podcast. We got the
No,
Joe
that's
Rogan
Philly.
Experience.
That's East Coast all day.
We got.
Is this on autofocus? I just moved. You want to check it? Check him real quick? Oh, you making buddies?
Yep. I got Staffordshire Terrier at my house and then just like a complete mutt.
Staff or what?
Staffordshire. It looks like a pit bull. It's just like a
Staffy.
Staffordshire. Yeah, a little Staffy.
I don't think I knew Staffy was Staffordshire.
Yeah.
Is that what Staffy's short
yeah.
for?
Yeah. I didn't know about him either till I had one.
Which is, oh boy. Feels, I'm sure it's not exclusive to Austin, but this feels very Austin to me.
Yeah.
Also, could you keep the monitor facing me? I'd like to see if I ever stand when I'm out of frame. It looks like a beer.
It does. That's the whole thing with water now. You want to look cool while you drink water.
I know that with the other water.
Liquid death.
Yeah. I have never thought, I want water, but I don't know if it's going to look cool.
I never did either. Although if you're at like a bar, it is nice getting a can where you can still like, when you get the water bottle, it feels kind of weird.
What about a glass of water?
Glass of water is not, it's better. When you get the plastic bottle at a bar, you feel just like a kind of a buzzkill.
Do you do this? Also, for the people at home who don't know, we're just meeting for the first time. I've been following you for a long time.
Yeah, well, thank you. I've been following you as well. It is weird meeting people for the first time on a podcast where it's like, you know what I mean? Like you're broadcasting the initial meeting, which is odd.
Could I ask you to tell me, you be more specific instead of saying weird, tell me what you actually feel?
I would say
I've done it a lot now, and I want to know your feelings.
Yeah, you feel almost like disembodied to where you're kind of like, it just doesn't feel like real. You know what I mean? In some sense, but then you just kind of power through that feeling and produce great content. Because
power through meaning, are you feeling like not present? Do you feel insecure with it?
Not insecure, not present. I really never feel.
I'm having a fucking audio issue. I gotta get that figured out.
Okay, it's buzzing.
Wait, I don't know. I haven't looked at anything yet. I have no idea what we're sponsoring right now, but I'm sure I'm going to love it. Oh, Function Health. Check your health the way I do. 160 plus lab tests a year for merely $365, plus the ability to dive deeper into your results through Function's connections to platforms you already use like ChatGPT and Claude.
Join at functionhealth.com/TYSO
or use gift code
TYSO25 for a $25 credit toward your membership.
That's
You don't need to say it again.
functionhealth.com. Oh. When making payments, we all want flexibility, control,
You
and
sound like
extra
Daffy
value.
Duck there, though.
It's flexibility and control.
Flexibility. That's why Klarna has a suite of services to manage your purchases. Download the Klarna app today or visit Klarna.com to learn more. Klarna balance account required
To be eligible
for cash back points. Oh, it's just a dog. I thought a dog putty cat.
Thanks, Underground Fantasy.
Nope.
Thanks, Underdog Fantasy. Make picks, win money.
Download the app today and use promo code TYSO to score $50 in bonus entries when you play your first $5. That's promo code
TYSO.
Terms apply, and please see site for details.
Make picks, win money. Do it.
Ricky's on the loose. And if you want to see me do my stand-up hour, June, I'll be in Washington, D.C. In July, I'll be in Montreal for the Just for Laughs Comedy Festival. Then in August, I will be in Edinburgh for the Fringe Festival Comedy Festival. I will also be in London, UK, and Portland, Oregon in September, and Eugene, Oregon in September, and Philadelphia. I'll be there in September as well. In October, I'll be in Houston, Texas, Tacoma, Washington, and Salt Lake City. Salt Lake City and Edinburgh. The tickets are not yet for sale. They will be soon, but if you sign up for my email list at rickglassman.com/tour, I'll let you know when I'm coming to your city. Also, even if you want to come to another show, I'm adding new dates.
All the time. But there is a special. If you go to the Salt Lake City show and the Edinburgh show together, we're giving you free tickets.
To which show?
To the Salt Lake City show. Anybody that goes to Edinburgh and then comes back to the Salt Lake City show gets in on me.
Watching this, they're probably thinking like, oh, everything goes perfectly. No. Sometimes there's some buzz. And you know, it's funny that you bring that up because recently, and I don't know why, my podcast has been getting a lot of buzz.
Really?
Yeah.
You talking about like good buzz or little like audio buzz?
What's the difference? What's the fucking difference? Overlapping wires, man. It happens to the best of us.
Does.
We got a great post-production team that could take some of that out if it's just subtle.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty in there. I just fixed it.
Is it good now?
There we go. Love that.
You know what I like? I like when you go someplace and something needs to get done, and instead of like, what should I do? They came in here, they got it done.
Yeah, interrupting the podcast is a skill from, I could see
are you being
producers.
serious? Because I am.
I swear to God,
Yeah.
they'll just sit there. I mean, I've probably been guilty of it where you hear a thing and you're like, I don't want to mess up the flow, but you got to just jump right in and be like, nope, it's wrong, stop.
You don't know this about me, but I'm an analogy guy. And it's like if somebody has a booger in their nose.
Mm-hmm.
Just let's get out of the way. Let's figure it out.
Get it for them,
Mm-hmm.
honestly.
When I order something at a restaurant and then like my thing didn't come for a little bit or whatever, and the waiter comes over, and by waiter, I mean any sex. I don't waiter, waitress.
Yeah.
They're all waiters.
I think, isn't waiter like I guess waiter means boy.
Not to me.
I think, yeah, true.
Waiter X means, I think, a Spanish boy
Waiter
or
X.
girl. But and they say, hey, listen, I forgot to put your order. I'm so sorry. Blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
I think to myself, you're such a good server.
Yeah.
When they go, I don't know why. Sometimes it's like, oh, sorry, it's not coming out. The kitchen is backed up. I'm like, just tell me you forgot to put it in.
Yeah. True. Yeah, don't blame the kitchen. Although that is an old waiter trick to be like, dude, the kitchen. It's not me. The kitchen's.
It's an old human trick for not taking accountability.
Yeah, true.
I would sometimes, just so people thought that I was a good person, when I was waiting tables, I would sometimes not fire something for an extra 5 minutes and go over, hey guys, I just want to let you know it's going to be a little extra longer. It's not the kitchen's fault. It's my fault. I was a little distracted and I didn't fire it. We're going to get you some chocolate cake on the house.
Whoa. It's kind of Machiavellian though, to be like, I'm going to hold your dish.
Yeah, I'm lying about that.
I'm going to build credibility. Yeah, I know.
I just want to have an opportunity to come clean, and I created it.
That's nice. That's kind of sick, actually.
Yeah, thanks, man.
I never was a waiter. A lot of people who stand up were waiters at some point. I just never did it. I was a busboy.
So you worked in a restaurant, but you did it
briefly.
Right.
Restaurants are hell, dude. It really like, I don't think it's the hardest work. I really don't. A lot of people who work in restaurants are like,
No, being a single mother.
Yeah, I think that actually is probably the hardest.
It's like working in a restaurant and then being a teacher.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you never get a break. You're at work all the time, and then you come home and you're still, you have to do all that work by yourself. That is probably the hardest job.
Shout out to single mothers and single fathers in that order.
Yeah, true. But it's, you could see why they might want to catch a buzz when they get home, have a couple of drinks or something.
Yeah, and if they don't want to, but their friends are and they want to fit in, get yourself a tap water. Tony's. The only thing more than a XLR cable, I wanted to make a joke about buzz, but I didn't get it.
No.
And I'm at the age where it's like, whatever. I'm just pitching it. We got to move on.
Move on. Cut it.
Everything okay? So why I wanted you to explore it a little bit more, the idea of like, and I think we heard this with a little bit of buzz, of meeting somebody for the first time, is because I've been doing that more recently where I'm meeting somebody for the first time, but it's a very specific dynamic when I meet somebody who I've been a fan of for a long time and they have no idea who I am. Have you ever had that?
Yeah, probably. So yeah, I've had that happen before. I remember I got to, we did an episode with Louis C.K. and I've like obviously watched like all of his stuff. And I was just one day in his house and I was just like, couldn't talk. And I always pride myself on being like, I don't get starstruck. That doesn't really affect me. I was just mute. I just sat and I was just sitting looking at him in his house, just like,
When did that
couldn't
wear
talk.
off? Or you didn't talk at all?
Also, we were talking about like presidents. That was the whole thing. And I'm not a big American history buff, so I actually didn't have anything to contribute to the conversation, which also kind of didn't help. So I just sat there and stared at his stuff for a while.
A lot of people do that when they're on Joe Rogan, I've noticed.
Yeah. Yeah. You're just like just staring them in the eye.
I don't know him. I don't know if I'm part of that world, if I ever did it, but I'd like to believe that if he's talking about stuff I don't know about, I would say, hey, Joe, if you want to keep talking about this, you can. I have nothing to contribute to this. I would love to change the subject.
Yeah, I mean, you'd have to go through the gauntlet and see if you could do it. It's one thing. I think a lot of people in America, a lot of men have this is what I would do on the Joe Rogan Experience.
That's funny. I don't know if I've ever really.
I really think it's true. Look, I'm telling you, every single dude in here has been in the shower and they've imagined themselves across from Joe and like, yo, here's what I would do.
I don't. If you've been in the shower and you imagine yourself across from Joe, please comment that. And if you haven't, comment that.
That's true. That's a good.
I would love to take that poll. That's bigger than Joe Rogan to me. That's like when you're in situations. I'm an analogy guy.
Yeah.
You get in a massage. You get massages?
Sometimes.
Is it a money issue? Is it a comfort issue? Or you don't think about it?
It's just like, it's a thing that's nice to do, but it's just, I'm never, I'll do it if I have like a really bad kink in my neck. I'll go.
Right. That's like people will go to therapy if they're going through a breakup, but they're not going to really put in the work.
Exactly.
I'm telling you something. It's self-care. Get some massages.
Yeah.
It's preventative as well. Love a massage. Even a foot massage. You go to a mall, some malls, they have like a place like, who's going in there to get the foot massage? I'll give you a hint. Oh, yeah.
Well, it's also really erotic. I can't get over the eroticism of getting a massage, having a stranger rub oil into your body. It's so sexual.
Says the guy who's picturing being next to Joe Rogan while in the shower naked.
No. It's just conversation.
Okay. Well, the reason
That's
I bring this up
That's
is
a meeting of the minds. I'm talking physical.
The meeting of the bodies. Sure. Sometimes they're not going hard enough.
Yeah.
You want to ask a little harder. Sometimes it's too hard, but you're like, I just said something. I don't want to say too much.
Well, what do you do? Do you just like push back against their hands?
I straight up, that's what I'm saying. I say, hey, can we please go a lot harder? But on the calves, I'm super sensitive. Kind of go south on the calf.
Well,
and then they'll do too
that.
much. I'll be like, I'll keep asking until we get it.
Yeah.
I'm for this. I'm for coming in and fixing the wire, changing the conversation if I can't contribute, or at least acknowledging, go do your thing, but I can't be part of this.
Yeah,
I don't know about presidents.
Yeah, so you're just direct. You're direct right up front. I can definitely chill in the nether realm of indecision for a while. I'll hang. I'll just hang and just be like, all right, and wait.
So there's a difference between you, Shane was there too, and Louis. They're talking about presidents.
Yeah.
They're having a good time.
Yeah.
To say, hey guys, stop talking about what you're talking about, include me, is not what I'm. But if it was just you and Louis, and he's talking to you about like, Madison or whatever the fuck, and you're like, I don't know, man. I saw that show with Paul Giamatti where he played Adams.
Yeah.
That's my extent of knowing the first 5 presidents.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I would just kind of like, I would let the person cook and be like, hey, it also depends whose podcast. If I'm a guest on someone's podcast and they want to talk about a certain thing, you could always add color commentary, you try to whatever, but yeah, that's tough. If it's something like nothing about, I guess you try to change the subject to something you kind of do know about slightly really. I don't know,
I want to try it. This is my podcast. You're the guest. What do you know about that I don't know about? Where I would normally be like, stop. Instead, I'm going to be like, I'm going to do things like, I want to just try it just for a minute. What do you know about?
Lately, what I've been researching is the late Roman Empire. So we can talk about like the consulship. I don't know if you know this, but Rome.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
The consul in Rome was like the president. Only there was 2 consuls and they served for 1 year. So it'd be like having 2 presidents.
A republic.
Yeah, they had a republic.
Yeah.
482 or 483 years. So
cool.
Yeah, pretty long. Twice as long as the American Republic.
We're coming up on the death of Caesar soon, aren't we?
What is that? Is that like his?
Oh, that was in March.
Really? I didn't know that was like, is that a good day?
Ides of March.
Really?
Yeah.
We both know about
those
this.
who not shall be perceived as others will be entered into the realm of self. For glorious is within others around you for recognizing a human's wealth.
Whoa, is that a Caesar quote?
7:16.
There you go.
Made it all up, dude.
That's really impressive.
Like maybe I would do that. Maybe if I was on Joe Rogan, I would do that then.
That's good. That seemed so. You seriously? That was a made up.
Yeah, it rhymed in English. They didn't speak English.
Yeah, but the translation. Yeah, true. Good point. Actually,
thanks.
That's pretty good. I was kind of like, damn, you have. I was like, maybe you're like a master of the classics or something.
No, I mean the Ides of March is a real thing. That was when Caesar was dead, but that's about all I know.
Yeah.
But so tell me about it. I'm sorry, you were telling me about the Roman Empire.
I just here's the thing. I didn't know anything about it. And I just started reading this book and then like kind of researching based on the book. And yeah, it's It's pretty crazy, man. First of all, I thought they were like kind of a republic the whole time there for a while. Not the case. They had 7 kings in the beginning. Then this lady, Lucretia, or whatever her name is, she was raped. And that's what ended the Roman monarchy, because these guys were like, yeah, we don't want tyrants anymore. It was a civilization where glory was the only path that's before Christ. So there's no, like, the morals weren't like turn the other cheek. It was like you have to destroy people in competition. That's the only way you can be great.
2,000 years ago when a woman was raped, everyone was like, hey, we got to change things. And look at us now. Now people are doing it all the time, and guys are just like turning their head. Now they're turning their cheek to that. Epstein files much? Well, yeah, to be fair, it was also, she killed herself, Lucretia, whatever her name was, after she couldn't bear the shame. And since in Roman, I guess the Roman like moral code, it didn't matter if you were truly innocent. It only mattered what others perceived you as. So if you were a rape victim in Roman times, you were like literally shamed by the society. Fuck, it's like social media. It's kind of like, it's just how people see you.
Yeah, literally. But it was all like overtly built on that. And that's why I think it was St. Augustine, he like addressed it in the City of God, basically being like, Lucretia she shouldn't have killed herself. She was innocent. That's like a dumb way to be. Basically like introducing people to the idea of the soul and how like your intention, what's inside actually does matter. Not just like what people think.
There's a Sarah Bareilles song called St. Augustine that I really like, and I wonder if that has anything to do with that.
That's exactly what you're just like dropping it to the like. Yeah, it's just you're playing like kind
finding
of like
a way of
dots.
bringing it. Have you seen Waitress?
What is no?
Just you were just a busboy. It's a play. It's a Sarah Bareilles play. Vehicle, I'll call it at this point, because I mean, before I ever saw it, I was just listening to the album a whole bunch, and I got to see it performed by Sarah Bareilles in London once. But it's just wonderful. She goes she talks about like. She used to be mine, talking about her younger self. Anyway, Lucretia was.
She was. No, but hold on. Now, here's the thing, too. So I don't know about that, but you can always ask. Here's the other thing you can do. You can ask clarifying questions. That's a good thing if you don't know about something people are talking about. Like when you say it's a play, but a vehicle and it's a musician.
It's a musical. It's a musical play.
Okay. Oh, so
But I was saying it feels like it's more than a play to me because of like how much I love the album. Like I would just listen to this as an album.
Got you. That makes sense.
Yeah.
You got to see the songs performed.
Yes.
Nice.
But I will say St. Augustine is not part of Waitress.
No.
But you were talking about the rapes and stuff?
It was the early Roman period, man. So, but that did kick off the of her name Lucretia. That's how it's
You would
spelled.
think if you're speaking of at least know her name.
Lucretia. I always try to think of it like an Italian accent.
Yeah.
Lucretia. She
and what changed? So when she killed herself, everyone's like, we no more kings?
Yeah, they were like, Rome was kind of set up foundationally, kind of like worried about tyranny, like from the very beginning. This is the argument of the book I'm reading. It's like it was a society where like in order to be seen as like a worthwhile human being, you needed to achieve glory. So they had a republic founded on achieving glory at a personal level that obviously was swollen to the point where it destroyed the very republic itself. You know what I mean?
Chasing glory instead of the thing that gives you glory.
Exactly.
Social media.
Hey, now we're on to something.
Yeah.
You think social media gives you a lot of glory?
I think
Gulp, 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 gulp.
I think that people are. I think that fame was always something that was attractive to people. I think in its healthiest state, fame is a byproduct of the thing that you do, and some people don't even want that. I think that there's been a glorification of fame in a way because of the access to it, and I think where people used to need to, one, curate a skill to get on a stage of some sense, in any sense of art, and then have gatekeepers, for better and for worse, control who gets seen through this thing. It made it harder for people. And now that it's easier for people, I think there's a lot of people who have access to a loud microphone that, to remove any bias, deserves or undeserved, there's just a lot of it. And I think that's the idea of a celebrity is to be celebrated. And the things that are being celebrated now are so not curated that I think there are more people now who want to be something, not because they want to be a musician or be an actor or be a comedian or be a painter, but because they want to be famous. And I think that's always existed. I think it's exponential now.
Yeah, I think so.
So I mean, the glory of like, how many people saw me?
Yeah.
I don't care if they liked it or not. Who cares? Look how many eyeballs saw this.
Well, it's also like digitally quantified now in a weird way where it's like, if you were like in the 80s, you were like, just kicking around, doing like plumbing. That's always a standard normal job everyone goes to. It didn't even cross your mind that you would ever become famous. And now it's like there's just famous plumbers on this. You can be like a famous plumber on Instagram.
I'm sure Theo Von had him on.
yeah.
Or Daniel Tosh.
Yeah.
Daniel Tosh is, I think he's funny. I haven't watched his podcast, but I see some of the thumbnails and it's always like my plumber or like my something. It's like,
it's kind of fun. Yeah. You mix it up.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
absolutely.
you're just getting like guests from PR companies.
yeah,
Which,
which, funny stuff, but just, so what are you here to promote? Like a lot of that.
Yeah. Which, is whatever. But yeah, I don't know, man. It's like, the whole social media thing for me is like, it just, people's social success was kind of like very subjective where you could be like, I guess I'm cool. Like, but now there's like hard numbers. It's like, how many, you took a picture. This is exactly how many people actually care about it, which is kind of depressing.
This is exactly how many people had the opportunity to care about it based on what the algorithm showed them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why.
Especially for little kids, and especially girls, man. Like little girls or younger girls, where it's like, here's my selfie, and it's like before, like I think she's prettier than me. Now it's like, no, here's hard numbers. The results are in. She's objectively prettier than you. Like no, for real, you know what I'm saying? Like she's gotten more engagement, and it's like now, like we gotta step this up. Like let's go, let's get some fillers. Let's
Oof, dark, man.
That's kind of what's going on in people's minds.
Do you know
the
book, The Anxious Generation?
I think I heard of it.
And about how when not the internet, but when the smartphone, it started with the internet, but when the smartphone kind of came in, and like how it's just changed the youth, and like how anxious like people are. It's basically is teaching a practice like, have your kid go in and order something from a restaurant without you there.
Yeah.
So they're not so scared to do stuff, like the anxiety that it's caused and like the living here. Also, I want to move on from this in a moment because this is, but like I've been somebody who didn't grow up in that way. I still catch myself doing things sometimes. Like when I feel uncomfortable at something, I'm like, oh, do it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And doing that. I've been doing that with talking to women.
Really?
Yeah.
You're starting to kick game right now.
So when I was younger, I've done it, and then you stop. I was in relationships, and then like I've met, probably not coincidentally, my last 3 girlfriends on Instagram.
Sure.
And then you date for a few years, and then you stop, and then you find somebody on Instagram, and you date them for a few years.
Yeah.
It's like, I wasn't like I was even conscious of not wanting to approach women in public because I talk to people, but then I'm like, I really want to find my partner, and I'm like, and I walked by somebody, and I was like, I don't want to say anything.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, dude, just do it. And I went and talked to him, and I wasn't smooth at all. And I thought, good for me. I've been approaching women, and I'm getting better with it.
Well, yeah, it was off the table there for a minute, where it was like, it was being communicated, like, don't even talk to me, don't bother me in public.
I never subscribed. I don't believe that was a real. I know people worried about that. I never believed that.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. I think you're right. But for a while, people were like really like, I don't know, is it like impolite? Am I being a sexual aggressor? But it's like, but here's the thing, dude. It's like, I don't watch every romantic movie. There's not women aren't reading romance novels about a dude being like, I thought your pictures are cute.
But how do I know how to pick up a woman if I bump into her and we both drop our stuff? That I get. I'm so sorry. I'm such a fool. I'm such a fucking fool. Let me make it up to you.
Hold
Let me eat your pussy
for 3 seconds. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So is that what you do when you approach? What's your approach like?
My move is now I always because I have papers always just for whatever reason.
Just waiting to spill.
I make sure that like if I go to an Air One or something, and if I drove, I'll bring some papers. And if I see a pretty girl, I'll bump into her. I'll drop them, and I go, oh, I'm such a fucking clumsy guy. I was just giving soup to poor.
There you go.
Black people.
Yeah, and they love that. They go, oh my God.
Did you know that black people like soup? It's a thing.
Hold on. I'm trying to think. Yeah. Oh, here's the thing. Where do you bake? Because I feel like I would say not. I wouldn't say they don't like soup, but it's not a big fixture in the black household.
I was testing you. Correct. Maybe they do. Maybe they don't. None of my business. No. I'm not here to speak on the black experience.
Not big. I don't think not a big soup. They'll eat soup, but you don't see it at like a black party. There's not a soup. There's
gumbos.
Like, the fuck was, yeah, but it's not a fixture at the. You know what I mean?
So would you agree with this statement?
Yeah, let's have it.
Traditionally, Jews like soup more than black people.
100%.
And is that because of matzo ball soup? Is it because of that one dish?
I mean,
remove matzo ball soup.
I'm thinking it could be economic. It is like the cheapest meal you can make.
Hand me?
I'm kidding.
No, it's okay.
I'm joking. No, I don't know. Is it matzo ball? I've never had matzo ball soup. I was joking. I was kidding. We're joshing.
Is there a part of you that's for real worried about my response to that?
No,
okay.
No.
Sometimes when people get nervous and like I feel a little responsible, bad version would be this, like, like, oh, I'm just like, of course.
Yeah.
And like, I catch it sometimes on podcasts or like I ask them something and they say, hey, is it okay if we edit that out or whatever? And I go, yeah. And I see that they're like a little out of it. And my instinct, and it isn't anymore, my instinct was, hey, I could see that you're out of it now. We edit it out. It's totally fine. Let's just go back into this. And then that comes across as aggressive to them.
Really?
Yeah, I've learned that. So I don't know how to reassure somebody on a podcast.
It's tough because you're being filmed. You know what I mean? So it's there like, is this part of it? Am I going to get?
Just, you were saying, we took some of it out, but you were saying some shitty stuff about the Jews. What were you saying?
You actually asked, that was a fair question. You're like, why did Jews love soup? And I was like, well.
I didn't word it that way.
Did you ever try to make soup? You can make it for like, you know what I mean? It's an economical meal. I think that's fair. And I actually admire Jew. Me and my father both admire Jewish people for that. My dad, I swear to God, my dad.
What a fucking save.
My dad loves Jewish people, but it's all based on stereotypes. He's like, bro, they're good with their money, man. I'm always like, yeah, Dad, that's kind of the word on the street, dude.
How does he spin? What does he like about the Jews and their stomach issues?
He doesn't really get into that. He just loves, he works with a lot of them and he's...
works with a lot of them.
He does. He admires them. He does demolition. One of his buddies owns a demolition company, a Jewish guy, and he's always just admired him. He's like, bro, he's just so good. So good with business. I love the way he handles his business. So
there's not too many Jews in demolition.
I think he found the only one and he loves them.
Jews are more so talking about when they got demolished. Never forget.
That's true as well.
You know,
there's some hardy Jews out there. Don't believe the fucking anti-Semitic Twitter sphere, dude. I've met some hardy Jews. Man. There's some hardy Jews out there.
Now, what does that mean? Because hardy to me makes me think of
demolition.
Stew.
Demolition.
I always think about soup.
Michael Rappaport.
Right.
He's hardy. A demolition Jew. That guy could do a jackhammer.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Don't be so hard. So you went right to stomach issues, which personally I take kind of offense to.
Oh, I was just joking. I'm so sorry.
Well, we can cut it out. Don't worry.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I was fucking wrong. Really, honestly. It's just a lot of Jews, they do because of the inbreeding.
That's true.
For real. That was a thing like in like the Ashkenazis, like a lot of the Jews, they stayed in the Jewish community and there's only so many people. And I hypothesize that it's inbreeding that caused Jews to have.
What?
Yeah.
But so what is, I don't even know what Ashkenazi is. I thought that was like a European thing.
Yeah, so there's, and I'm speaking to you without having read anything.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's two types of Jews. There's the Ashkenazi Jews, which are the Eastern European, my stomach hurts,
gotcha.
But they're really funny.
Yeah.
And then there's the Sephardic Jews that are the Middle Eastern, really sexy, they don't tip.
Right.
Right. And those are the two Jews. And if there was a, what's it called? Family, Vin Diesel.
A Venn diagram.
Thank you.
There you go.
I knew that. I was setting it up. Then there's some overlap.
Yeah.
But I think the Sephardic Jews, they probably have better stomachs, but they're not funny.
Yeah, that's true. They're very serious.
Yeah.
I think you're 100, very militant. But yeah, it's
But they're good looking.
Yeah, they are.
Oh my God, Israeli women.
Yeah.
Can I say boner on this? Can I say boner on this?
Go ahead. Yeah, rip boner.
Dude, sometimes I'll see a girl online and I'll get a boner from it. And I'll go to her page and it's got some Israeli stuff. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
But we're not going to be laughing too much.
No. They're babes, though. They are babes. That's because they do, I think the Israeli army, I've seen, they'll post their babes in the army on like their Instagram. And you're like.
That feels like America in the 90s.
What do they do?
They would just, like, I guess maybe it's a little A to C there, but I just remember in the 90s, people were talking about like how hot like either soldiers or like firemen were. Remember there's like fireman calendars and stuff?
Yeah, but that was guys. We're talking girls.
I'm not gay.
I'm not saying you are, but I'm thinking 90s.
What if I was?
I'm thinking 90s military recruitment. I remember it was just like Marines holding swords with like lightning striking the sword.
I think I know what I'm picturing. I got into comic books in the 90s, specifically I didn't even read comic books. I played Magic the Gathering.
Right.
So same world, and I'm around seeing all these comic books, and there are some gorgeous comic book women.
Okay, that makes sense.
Witchblade was, I used to jerk off to Witchblade.
Yeah, dude, I would never, comic books, I could totally see that.
And it got me, I love girls with muscles too.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Muscle mommies. Is there a lot of, have you ever rizzed up a muscle mommy in LA? Because that would be nice.
Dude, there's one.
Try to budge them.
I want to show you this one. I actually referenced, I had on my podcast recently, Tan. Did you ever watch the show Queer Eye?
Mm-mm.
While we're talking about muscle mommies. I love it. The show's unbelievable. You're guaranteed to cry. Like in a good way. It's just, it's a similar thing to Shark Tank where you're seeing people's life and like become better.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like, it's emotional. Whatever the product might be, there's a similar feel you get on all of them. Anyway, and I mentioned, we were talking about fits of stuff and muscles, and I always thought muscles were cool. I grew up with Schwarzenegger on my wall. Muscles are cool. And it kind of translates to me in women. I'm attracted, not always sexually, sometimes.
For sure.
But I just think muscles are just, you look at him, you see a fucking jacked dude. I'm like, look at those that guy's the man.
Yeah.
You know? And there's this girl that she's just, I'm just going to show you. And I'll put up a thing.
Well, right next to a gym, by the way, there's some, okay, she's kind of shredded. Yeah, she's muscular. I tap out. I have a fine line with girl muscles. She probably would, honestly. With a woman, I'd prefer to not see any of her abdominal musculature. There's something about it where it's like, I'm not like totally against it, but I would like a thin layer of fat over all of that. It's good to know she has that, but.
Well, yeah, hopefully she has that.
Yeah, sure.
You know, she's gonna have, a lot of protection she'll need. I am not needing it, or not even necessarily preferring it. There's so many different looks.
Kind of cool.
That is one of them where I'm just like, it also like represents to me like I think a similar thing why women like strong guys like certain like, oh, she's takes care of her body, like it's just athletic. I think athletes are cool.
Yeah, that's true. Would you ever be worried that she like your girlfriend? What would you do to your girlfriend if you caught her on gear though?
What would I do to her?
She's on like steroid. You would beat her ass.
What do you mean? I don't even. That'd
be sad if you were like dating someone you loved him a lot, and then they went on gear and started like raging on you. It
would be their right, and I would be turned off and not like it. Even smoking a cigarette, I couldn't date somebody who smokes a cigarette.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just, what are you doing?
Yeah, I don't like it either, actually.
I also don't want to be with somebody who, like, when we get stoned at night and we're watching something, like, we can't have donuts.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I want to have desserts.
You want to treat?
Yeah.
You want to treat yourself?
Yeah.
So if you wouldn't want your muscle mommy counting your macros, that
muscle mommy, I've never heard this term.
You ever heard muscle mommy?
No, it makes sense.
That's how they describe like the WWE diva ladies.
And no shade, and they look awesome. That's great. It's not that. I'm not talking this. I'm talking.
I know.
Like if you're wearing a sweatshirt, you might never know.
So you're into that's called like so there's female bodybuilders, but then there's bikini competitions. That's like where they're kind of musculature.
Like you play volleyball?
Me
professionally? No, I'm saying like those type of bodies.
Yeah, that's ideal as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Volleyball babes.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
This episode is sponsored by Underdog Fantasy, and we better get into it quickly because one of my favorite songs is already happening thanks to Charlie Puth. You know what song I'm talking about, right?
I do not.
We don't talk anymore. You and I, obviously, because it's a Star Spangled Banner.
Oh.
I am going to say that for the spread, the Cavs, I'm picking them with plus 4.5. You could also just go individual here.
I'm picking Donovan Mitchell to go higher than 25.5 points.
Because if he isn't, then let me tell you something. We ain't winning.
Right.
It doesn't let you choose if Harden is going to go higher or lower on turnovers, does it? Because I'd like to pick the higher. You can make 3 to 5 picks and progressively win more based on how well each pick performs. Win a little on a decent night and a lot on a
good night.
Up to 250 times your money. If that were the case, we would talk anymore.
Yeah.
But we like a little action. I always say don't play with the money that you aren't comfortable losing. But if you are comfortable to
make picks and win money,
Underdog Fantasy is the way to go. Download the app today and use promo code TYSO to score $50 in bonus entries when you play your first $5. That's promo code TYSO. Even if you're not going to play, just sign up, get the bonus.
You're gonna play.
But even if you're not, get the bonus.
But you're gonna play.
But it helps the show, even if you're not gonna play.
Make picks.
Underdog.
Win.
Must be 18 plus, 90 plus in Alabama, New England, 19 plus in Colorado for some games, 21 plus in Arizona, MA, and VA, and present in the state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. Concerned with play, call 1-800-MY-RESET or 1-800-GAMBLER. Visit www.ncp.gambling.org. Arizona 1-800-NEXT-STEP, 800-639-8783. The white mouth noises need to be taken out. It's disgusting. Or text NEXT STEP to 53342. New York, call the 24/7 Hope line at 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
This episode is sponsored by Klarna. If you're looking for flexibility and control, even when you don't need it most,
go to Klarna.
So you might notice that when you go to check out, you might see an option for Klarna. What's cool about that is you could then choose to pay interest-free for 2 months. You make payments, you make 4 payments every 2 weeks. Got this North Face bag. You might see me walking around town wearing this bag, and you might be saying, Rick, how'd you get that bag? Klarna. Fucker. You fucking bitch. Where'd you think I got it? From the supermarket? This ain't your mom's backpack. It's your dad's.
It's also a way to stay in control of what you spend.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
That, even more. Even more.
You make your pick what's more important to you, all right? And then there's always get extra value through cash back and deals in the app. Or what he said.
Who's that? Who's behind us?
That's Tom, the animator.
Download the Klarna app today or visit Klarna.com to learn more. CA resident loans made or arranged pursuant to California Finance Law License NMLS number 1353190. Klarna balance account required to be eligible for
cash back points.
Limitations, terms, and conditions apply. Limitations, terms, and conditions.
Don't forget conditions, because they also apply.
This episode is sponsored by Function. Function is something that I actually reached out to my ad people. I'm like, hey, yo, ad people, let me work with Function, because I hear they're the best.
That's called a requested sponsor, which even gives whatever he says more impact than you would normally get from that.
Here's what most people overlook. Your muscles don't just need training.
No, they need toning.
And they need the right internal conditions to recover and stay strong. And those conditions can show up in your blood. If you know me, I like to get my blood checked all the time. I get checked for STDs, even if I haven't slept with somebody else, in case I sat on a toilet wrong. And sometimes my doctor's like, we don't need to check for this and this. I'm like, you're already taking the blood, fucker. Check it. You're already taking the blood. Check my magnesium. Check my vitamin D. You're taking my blood.
Does the doctor ask if you have rage issues?
Who are you?
It's really a good company. Ricky just has some rage issues.
Maybe my cortisol levels are up. I got to get my blood looked at.
Get your blood looked at. Absolutely.
Check your health the way I do. What the fuck? Oh, I thought that was a big bug. Oh.
Hello?
160 plus lab tests a year for $365 plus the ability to dive deeper into your results through Function's connections, a platform you already use, like
Dive Deeper,
ChatGPT, and Claude. Join at functionhealth.com/TYSO or use gift code TYSO25 for $25 credit toward your membership.
Yes, snap it out.
Did you see the one viral gay volleyball guy? Dude, who just spikes it? I love that guy.
Hooked up with him.
That's awesome. Yeah. Honestly, that would be sick. That guy is genuinely impressive on all fronts.
Isn't it funny too the way he will put up a picture, but it's funny, like the what do you call that? What's the gay attitude? There's like a word, like not spunk.
No, it's not spunk.
There's like zest.
Yes.
There's like a zest to it where it's just like, it's kind of funny. It's kind of cool. You believe it. It's like a character trait. And it's like, and when you're good at something and you do that, it's even cooler.
The dude jumps, he has like a 50-inch vertical. He just flies in the air, spikes it in someone's face, and then the twist is he does like a very gay movement to rub it in, I would just find that as like an opponent, like psychologically would mess me up.
Your dad would probably like it though because they're good with their money.
That guy's not Jewish. What are you talking about?
Gays are good with their money.
Gays aren't good with their money. They just don't have to waste it on kids.
Good merch.
I don't think they're great with their money, though. I think
gays aren't good with their money. They just don't have to waste it on kids.
They have a lot of money, though. I mean, dude, 2-dude income household for 40 years.
TDIH.
It's awesome. It's a dream.
Yeah.
It's a dream. But I
like heavier women, too.
Heavier, I actually never shied away from that as well. I have no compunction against that.
Heavy is a very intentional term.
I just heard fat-bodied is the politically correct term right now.
I think they like to be called bleep it.
No, it's fat-bodied. I watched Jillian Michaels, like, the 20 verse 1 arguments on YouTube where they like really get to the bottom of the discussion.
No.
So there's a show, it's like, I don't know what it's called, Surrounded maybe? And it's just you debate like 20 people on one issue.
Oh, I've seen clips of this. I didn't know what it was called. Yeah. Oh, so
she did one against not just the obese, but like obese and obese.
Is she heavier?
Jillian Michaels is like an exercise lady.
Oh, I know who Jillian Michaels is. I know who that
so
is.
she sat at a table and it was mostly obese women around her with like, some obese allies, body positive. And what was kind of messed up, in order to talk, in order to be the debater, they make you rush to the chair. I swear to God. So there was just obese women trying to like rush to the chair to sit and get their turn to debate her.
Tell me if I'm understanding this correct. A woman who's made a career of being fitness was trying to convince 20 heavier women that they should be called fat-bodied.
No.
They were saying they want to be called fat-bodied.
They were the ones being like fat-bodied, heavy-bodied. Fat-bodied is apparently like the preferred term of the body positive movement.
Who gives these 20 women who agree to do this thing, which is already quite filtered down a lot, to be that's not enough for me.
What do you mean?
That's not enough for me to then go around and just be like, okay, these 20 heavy women said that I should be calling you fat-bodied. I know a guy that stutters.
Mm-hmm.
And when he stutters, it's a series, where like, what he's going to, and then like say, he wants you to finish his sentence.
Got you.
If you know what I'm going to say, you could just say it.
Yeah.
That's not how all stuttering people are.
Yeah, that's true.
Let alone the heavy ones.
True.
So I'm just saying, if you're heavy and you want me to call you fat, I feel like that should be like a pronoun. Do you go by heavy or fat?
Fat-bodied.
Yeah, do you go by fat-bodied or heavy? Or thick?
Thick would be nice. I think they would probably like thick. Voluptuous would be nice. But here's the thing. I've learned on that podcast that apparently the junk food companies have infiltrated the body positive movement and are using a lot of that stuff and showing like this is actually great for us. Like they want to get the nutrition facts kind of removed from food products, just so like that way you don't have to face the shame of like eating 900, knowing you ate 900 calories. They're saying basically like get that stuff off, and you have like junk food companies literally have internal memos where like, yo, this is good, we're going to run with this. So that kind of if that's true, that's pretty sad. Especially anything that messes the body positive movement, I take that pretty seriously.
I think body positivity is great, but shouldn't cannibalize information, awareness, and health. On behalf of the body positive, it's the shame's all that matters. Don't trigger my shame. I don't think that it's my responsibility to manage your feelings.
Wow.
I don't.
Wow.
And I think that it's systemic, and I think that people who eat a certain way, there's an economic part to it as well. Hey, have some soup. But then it's generational, and you're feeding people certain things, and it's education. You're not aware of it. And a lot of food deserts, they get what they have access to, and I could appreciate that. We need to do better on having options and education that you could choose to ignore. You want to smoke your cigarettes? Go ahead and do it. I don't want to be next to you when you're doing it. I'm going to have to get my stuff dry cleaned.
No, I get what you're saying. You're saying it's not so much that they're fat people are fat. It's because they're mostly dumb and poor, is what you're saying.
Not those exact words. What I'm saying is when you remove the information, and people are eating stuff that's unhealthy and they don't know they're eating things that are unhealthy, it's going to make things worse. If you know what you're eating and what it does to you and you choose to do it, do it.
Yeah.
I do think thick with 2 C's is better than thick with a CK.
I think so too.
I think like fat with a PH.
Yeah, I think so too. I think that has like a nice rounding softness. The K is a very harsh.
Unintended?
No, I swear. K is a very harsh kind of, letter.
Also, K is kind of like the body of a fit person.
True.
K is just like, with a skinny little body and some fucking athletic.
Yeah, that has the geometry is too harsh.
Yeah, but a C is just like.
Yeah, it's very. Yeah, it's already kind of sitting down. Yeah, I think I watched it and I kind of did. Truly, I feel like they were trying to argue basically like. It's not unhealthy to be obese. And it's like, yeah, it kind of is. And which is, again, it's like, if you're going to do that, like you said, do it. But
it is.
Someone's going to be there being like, yeah, well, just so you know, it's bad for you. And you're probably addicted to food. And, so I don't know. I feel like it's a lot of stuff, right? A lot of stuff's framed. We're like, well, how are we going to save every single person? It's like, you're not. People are going to fall to
a good place to start is on their diet. If you're going to save somebody.
But now you're shaming them.
So there's a difference between people feeling shame and shaming somebody.
I do agree.
There is.
I agree. Yeah.
And we're not even talking about thick. Mm-hmm. We're talking about if you're unable to get a certain amount, if you're not able to go get your mail without being winded. Yeah. And by the way, you're in your 30s or 40s.
Yeah.
You're gonna take care of it now so it's easier later.
Yeah.
You know, like I actually feel very strongly about this. And I'm somebody who has quite a bit of injuries. I have quite a Jewish body and I've had multiple surgeries.
What happened?
I still trying to figure out. I've had surgery on my shoulder, my elbow, and I've had triple surgery for 2 sports hernias. I'm getting PRP, physical therapy. I'm doing stuff all the time. And I'm just like, I'm almost 30. So like, as time goes on, things hurt more and it's harder for it to heal. And I'm very conscious of like, I want to get stuff figured out.
Yeah.
You know, and I just think that like, I go into my parents' fridge and some of the stuff that my mom is like, just her creamers. It's like, it's not that she loves this creamer. It's that this is the one that she knows.
Yeah.
So like, I think there's an education thing. Like, make some choices, but I think there's a lack of intention. And I'm not the be all of this. I'm just like, I try. Like, I'll look, and when I cook a lot, I try to do grass fed, but I'll also eat In-N-Out burger.
Sure.
So like, I don't know. I just think that, you know, if you're fat as shit, and you feel bad about that, don't get mad at me for saying I want to have the calories on the side of the box.
Yeah, I think.
But if you're thick, you know, let me drop
True.
some papers next to you.
That's what I'm saying, man. Yeah, if you can really hit that, there's an in-between zone that's just really delightful. But here's the thing too, there are like a doorway is only so wide. Like you can get fat enough to where you can't make it through a doorway.
And
that's
that
a problem.
sucks.
That's when you get like cut out of your house.
That sucks.
And to be like, well, don't you dare shame. It's like, no, that's shame. Shame on you. If you get stuck in your house, I would say there should be a feeling of shame where like, I got so fat I can't get out of my house.
I do think, and I talk about this on stage sometimes, I do think shame and embarrassment gets a bad rap because sometimes we put it on ourselves and it's like, we need to accept ourselves. And sometimes it's like, oh, maybe I shouldn't do that again. I think it's a good way to check. But I also want to offer the other side of the voice that we're fortunate enough that food does something to us differently than some other people. Not even our addiction to it, but like some people genetically, they just put on weight. It's a lot harder. So they have a big chance. It's like an alcoholic versus a non-alcoholic. Excuse me. So like, you know, if you're stuck in your house, you know, shame on you.
Sure.
Shame on me.
I'm not mad at that person, but it's shame on you. If you feel shameful about it, that is shame on you.
I think if you're stuck in your house once, shame on you. But if you're stuck in your house twice, shame on me.
Why would it be shame on you?
Fool me once.
Yeah. I mean, that would be that would bring shame to the community if you got like, you're like, oh, they're stuck in their house again.
When I see people on Instagram and they're clearly out of shape and they're doing their exercises and like they're showing that they're trying to do stuff, I get just as I want to go to the gym. It gets me so fucking amped. Yeah. And then you look at some of the comments and there are people like, bro, you're shame. That's the shit.
Yeah.
Look at this guy or whatever. But it's like, do you know how hard it is to like have a lifestyle where you're sedentary like that? You're stuck in a fucking house and now you're hula hooping for 5 minutes a day?
Yeah. No, I get pumped when I see my fat-bodied brothers out there at the gym and sisters. I kind of really root for them. I really do. I get kind of pumped. I'm like, because that's so hard, dude. It's hard enough to start working out if you're not even like that big. But when I see them like kick it into gear, I'm like, fuck yeah. I really pull for them.
That's the kind of gear you do like.
That's the gear I do
I'm
like.
glad we met, man.
Me too, man. I was looking forward to this.
I found out about you because of Shane. I, as a comedian, don't watch. I mean, I watch more now.
Yeah.
The past couple of years, for whatever reason, I'm watching people's specials. I'm watching more stuff. I think you're so funny. I think Shane is part of what got me into watching special because he's so fucking funny.
Yeah.
So I watch your podcast sometimes now. So I know you almost at the same time because you guys are on the same podcast. It's what I've seen the most. And you both have a certain similar cadence of things. Obviously, you're friends. That's what happens. But you just, my fat-bodied brothers and sisters, I don't even know how to explain it, but the way you said it is so, well, also so wholesome. What I'm getting is a long-winded thing. I'm so attracted to the way you guys talk. And that was one of them. Do you know how to define what that is? My fat-bodied brothers and sisters. It's like you've thought about this and you're an ally. You're being silly and you mean it and you're making fun. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, it's just fun. Well, it was funny because like out of nowhere, right around 2016 is when we started our podcast. And like we started it right before Donald Trump became elected. And then like the whole political world the whole comedy world fell into like a political battle. Everything became polarized. So we like started it while confronting this like, I would say like relatively new kind of thing of like language being like hyper policed and all this stuff. And, you know, we never really got into like, at least not, maybe in the beginning a little bit, but like hyper reactionary where it's like, you'll never tell me what to say. It was just kind of, just made it more funny to me where it's like, okay, now you can't say, how do you come up with ways to say this, but also not being like a bulldozer, like, don't fucking dare control my speech, because that gets like weird on that side. So it's just like dealing with that forever. It's funny to like word things in a way that like hits people's brains and they're like, I don't know how I should feel about this. And it just makes me kind of giggle, honestly.
There isn't I don't know how I should feel about this, and that's what's so interesting. There is everything you just said is great.
Thank you.
Yeah, there's such you guys are so likable.
Thank you.
While also being bros.
Yeah.
You know, it's a fucking great pocket.
I like bros. Bros gets a bad rep, man. I love when I hear someone's a bro, I'm like, nice. I like bros.
Define what that bro is that you like.
Just a bro. Like you're down, like you're just like, you know, you're at someone's house and like, you know, there's just like, I don't know, you can just bro down. There's just like certain things you can just talk about and it's like, I can just bro down. You're like, oh, nice, guy's a bro.
Does that mean chugging beers as well? Or is that not?
See, I'm not a big drinker, but I do appreciate if someone can bro. I could turn it on and bro down. I'm more of a tequila guy, but I'm not a huge fan of alcohol in general. But I could
that's
bro
all
down.
I drink.
Alcohol?
No, I don't drink actually.
At all?
I'm not sober. I just don't.
Same.
I'm a weed guy.
I'm actually really similar. I can drink a little bit and I can, if I'm like in the right setting, I can turn on the day drinking jets, but like, I just don't really like the effects of alcohol, especially as I get older. It's like, you know, it's mostly negatives. It's like if I'm gonna have like 1 or 2 drinks, that's fine. But I'm not gonna feel 100% the next day. If I have 8, now I'm like, I could potentially wreck my family. It's just like there's not a lot of like, you know, great returns in getting hammered. Whereas I do like weed a lot. I like just getting kind of stoned. And
do you do weed podcasts?
What's that?
Get high on a podcast?
Oh, for sure, yeah.
My favorite to do. Next time I'm here, if you're in LA, if no obligations, if we podcast again, would you do a high one with me?
For sure.
It feels like I'm a kid and friends. I've said this analogy before, but do you remember when you were a kid? I don't know if you had this growing up, but like if a friend was going to come over after school, they had to get a slip to go on your bus.
Yes, actually, that was really fun.
And all day, you know, you got a friend coming over on the bus. When I know that I have a friend coming over getting stoned all day, I'm just like, I got a friend coming over on the bus. I had that feeling. We get high and it's like, and then you get to, you know, make it. And then people like it enough to where like, oh, we love watching these. People get high to watch them.
Yeah, very fun. I did, me and my friends, Sidney Gant and Tim Butterly, we did 50 episodes of a podcast called Stoner Dads where we would get as high as, it was completely unsustainable. We would try to get like as high as humanly possible and just do a podcast. And it was so fucking fun. But a lot of it was just like completely chaos. But it's a very fun thing when you just get high and you're like, all right, let's just blab.
Do you do edibles?
Yeah, I used to make them a lot. I used to make them and I think I just like burnt myself out on them. Now, like, I feel like I'm so sensitive to them where if I have like, dude, honestly, 10 milligrams for me is like plenty on an edible.
Dude, that I get high 2-3 days a week. I do 5.
Yeah.
I sometimes do 2.5.
I like the 2.5.
Wild. Do you know them?
Yeah, they're really nice. They're in dispensaries ever. I like 2.5 is very chill. 5 is nice too. 10 is like to the point where now I get like a little, it's so overwhelming. And the thing is like, I've been through it a million times. I know I'm fine, but it's just like that initial first like hour. I'm like, dude, this is a little more than I bargained for.
One of those people who eat those 500 milligram brownies and drinks and stuff. That's nuts.
I have a theory about that. It's like, I think it's a lot of it has to do with the way you break it down in your stomach. But when people are like, yeah, I just crushed like a 250 milligram edible and like chilled around my parents. I'm like, how? Like, what's going on in your brain that even allows that to happen?
The way it metabolizes is different, like you said. Like, my dad smokes every day.
Yeah.
And I want him to do edibles instead, or at least smoke less.
Yeah.
And I give him 100 milligrams, and he goes, maybe I feel it.
It's crazy. And I think that might be like maybe it is a gut thing, but, or
it's a manly thing.
It's it could be manly where everything's just shut down and repressed, and you're just like, yeah, it was a little weird last night, but it can't like get anywhere in your head. Because I know people like that.
I've seen my dad, I've seen my dad, he's been on my podcast fucking lit. Yeah. But not from smoking, not from the edibles.
Yeah. No, that's the one thing too with like older people who haven't done weed at all or like in years, then they go to a dispensary and they're just like, yeah, here's like rosin oil. You can just kind of do like an extraction. It's like 300 milligrams. It's like, dude, you're signing them up for, the ambulance ride. I used to have 200 milligram lollipops that I would like dole out to people back in the day. I remember I was told this one guy would crush them. He's like, I'm going to give some to my wife. And I'm like, I don't know, man. They're pretty strong. Maybe like give her a little
200 milligrams. You go to the hospital.
A lollipop, dude. And that was the thing. I was like, if you give it to her, break off a little piece. He called me up like, 4 hours later, like, oh, I gave her the whole thing. She's freaking out. She wants to go to the hospital. I was like, just run a bath, man. Just put her in the bathtub. Just kind of, try to chill. So
put her in the bathtub. Send me a pic.
Put, put your wife in the bath. Send me a picture.
Yeah. Do me a favor. Just put her in the bathtub. Send me a picture. I got to see because I'll let you know if she has to go to the hospital or not.
Yeah, I sold you that lollipop. I need to.
Yeah, I feel responsible for this. That's just bros talking.
That's bros. That's bro talk. See?
Yeah.
That's
I want to see your wife's tits as long as she's okay.
That's bro talk. That's bro talk. And no, the bro talk is you don't have to. Obviously, we're kidding. Once you qualify being like, only if she's okay, it's like you've stepped out of the bro realm. Obviously, she's going to be okay with it.
Yeah, I want to see your wife's tits no matter how she's feeling.
No, don't even bring it up. That's the thing.
Just show me your wife's tits.
But we're kidding. We both know we're kidding.
I think I get this.
I also think, though, only if she's okay is actually a nice addendum.
Send me your wife's tits. I'm just kidding. But if you do, only if she's okay.
And then go, psych. Yeah. Now you're broing down.
Right. Psych only if she's okay. Yeah.
But we also know we're kidding. The broship, we obviously are like, we're kidding.
But that's the thing.
Yeah.
You have to know you're kidding.
You have to know you're kidding. You don't want to get a...
But if he did send you a picture of his wife's tits, would you say awesome, or would you be like, dude, that's not cool? Well, I was joking.
I would. Yeah, that's when you go, hey man, this is weird. I know of somebody who their wife was doing one of those like very erotic like pole dancing type classes or whatever, and then like they were sending someone I know. This guy was sending pictures of like his wife doing the classes. The pictures got increasingly risque. The point where it's just like a lingerie photo, and my friend was just like, yo, stop sending me that stuff, man.
Yeah.
It's making me really uncomfortable.
But if you're going to, send it on WhatsApp so it doesn't compress.
Yeah.
I hear you.
That is weird, though. That's
I'm just kidding.
Perfect.
Thanks.
But no, that is a weird thing. That was I've never dealt with that. I think it's called getting hot wifed. That's sometimes if someone's courting a bull, you know what I mean?
Wow.
You start tantalizing them with like hot pictures of your wife. And
Wait, courting a bull, I don't know what that expression means.
So it's like cuck culture. So it'd be like if you were a cuck, you'd want a bull to come please your wife.
So if I'm married to a woman and I want you to fuck my wife,
you might hot wife me.
I would, and that would be I'd hot wife you in order to court you, the bull.
Yes,
man, being a bro is fucking awesome.
Exactly. That was just the best. Yeah, that was a perfect. Yeah,
gay guys aren't rich; they just don't have kids or something. What was
I
it?
forget.
You got fucking. You're a poet.
I forget, bro. It's gone.
You're
We're in
a
the next
fucking poet.
moment.
The I'm just kidding is a real important thing. It's a big part of my act at the moment of like when I learned, I didn't know intuitively as a kid that you have to say I'm just kidding. They know that I'm just kidding.
Sure.
And like sometimes they don't know that you're kidding.
Dude, yeah, and it's really, especially with the internet, I've gotten in trouble for saying like really weird shit. And they're like I was on Theo Vaughn's podcast and I was talking about how, kids wear like rash guards at the beaches now, so they just have like that sunscreen shirt on. I was just like, dude, like you never see, I want to like, you don't know, like I want to see like back in the day, you could see a kid's like physique and I want to know if this kid's doing his push-ups. I want to see this kid's pecs and like people just clip that up and we're like, no, this guy's legitimately a pedophile. He's a problem. I was on TikTok as a pedophile for like 2 months.
And how did that affect your life?
I thought that was funny, actually. I was kind of laughing. But it was, I thought it was like a pretty clear joke to be like, yo, let me see those pecs pop off that rash guard.
Then there's people that say, yeah, but even if you're joking, you can't joke about that.
Boo. That's boo to that.
If there's something you can't joke about, definitely what's not in that category is looking at little boys' bodies.
Pecs, specifically. Which little boys don't even have pecs.
No, but they do have six-packs, some of them, because they're so skinny.
That's true.
Let me see your little boy's six-pack. Clip it. I don't give a flying fuck. Matt McCusker wants to see your little boy's six-pack. Now, would you be fine with it if it's a four-pack?
Yeah, I mean, he's just a boy. If he's got a 4-pack, he's gonna probably have like an 8-pack once he hits puberty. And call me back when he hits puberty so I can check his 8-pack.
No, that's not okay. Between that and the Jews stuff that you're doing.
Hey, I was pumping it up, man. You were asking me a question. that was a rapid fire response.
Speaking of pumping it up, what are they called? Muscle mommies?
Muscle mommies, yeah.
They got 6-packs, and I love a 6-pack.
You're driving me crazy, dude. We're right next to a gym. I'm telling you, they have some muscle mommies there, dude.
Yeah, but there's so many specifics. There's so many specifics. If I were building this, and I've been trying to,
okay, for sure.
But like, I think women are so beautiful at an airport.
Yeah,
a lot of times they're wearing sweats, like they have their hair up, or they have a baseball cap on. There's something about it that's very athletic leisure in that order.
For sure.
That to me represents what I'm talking about with the six pack. Just that like strong energy, but still like again, everything's great, but personally with some soft features still, like still like a beautiful face. And it's like to find that is already so difficult. Those women are not going to be interested in a fucking slug like me.
What are you talking about?
I'm a fucking loser.
Get the fuck out of
No,
here, dude.
why? What did you notice?
Popping. You're fucking popping. You got crazy riz, tall chicks like that. I didn't learn chicks like tall guys until I was like 32.
I was just talking about this. I didn't realize this either because you're tall.
I'm not.
What are you, 6'5"?
I'm sub 6. What are you talking about? I'm sub 6.
You got the energy of a 6'5".
Bro, I appreciate that.
Yeah,
actually, all my cousins are like 6'4", 6'5", so I guess some of their stuff kind of did rub off on me. I'm sub 6, dude. I'm despicable.
Wow.
I'm not even 6 feet. I'm fucking 5'10".
Yeah, but you say things in a funny way. Gives you an inch.
Short. I'm handicapped. I got to make up for my lack of height.
Well, anyway, these strong girls, they want a strong guy. They don't
You
want
like a hard body, dude. There's nothing wrong with that. It's called a hard body babe. So,
but I need you to know, really, that's not my preference.
what's your preference?
I can't believe I'm saying this.
Thick type?
I can't believe I'm saying this, but I think half any Asian, half white.
What's wrong with that? That's nice.
Especially if they do martial arts.
That's fucking awesome.
And they're funny.
Dude,
they know how to cook.
That sounds pretty nice. Why?
We laugh a lot. We eat donuts.
Yeah, that's nice. You like Asian?
Yeah.
It's nice.
You eat my ass a little bit. I don't know what we're keeping good. You'll eat my ass a little bit. You ever notice that when you eat out an Asian woman, you're hungry 30 minutes later? We'll be right back after word from our sponsors. Anyway.
Yeah, that's a good. I think you should go for that, man. How would you find that? Because I think on the dating apps, you can't exactly filter by
I put in my description, if you're not half Asian and half white and don't do martial arts,
keep it moving.
Do your body a favor and take a hike.
That's a good idea.
Nike. I want to get my dating profile sponsored by somebody like that, and I could just do slogans all the time.
That'd be awesome. Do you do online dating, or are you just on Instagram?
It's funny that Instagram is no longer considered online dating.
I know.
There's so many levels of online dating that Instagram is the real world. I feel like
that's top tier. Instagram's top tier online dating.
Yeah, because you're going out there and you don't know if they're single. It's like the real world. I order a delivery so often that when I go and pick something up, I feel like I'm cooking.
Yeah.
And that's what Instagram is, I think, to meeting people in public. I meet people in public a fair amount now.
Yeah, so you were telling me about that. So you're just kind of turning on the jets. Have you met someone in public who has been a fan of you that they're like, when you start talking to them, they already know who you are, or you just...
They usually become a fan of mine after I start talking.
Gotcha.
They don't, maybe, but not enough to where, no, I don't think so. Like I've met people where afterwards they're like, I've seen clips of you.
Yeah.
That's the most.
Yeah.
And as much as I want a person to be a fan of mine, I want them to be a fan of mine after they meet me and then they start to really like me.
Yeah.
I know
what you mean, yeah.
Yeah. And also I've been talking in person with this isn't even like a trick. This is my real mentality. I'm really not looking to I want to find a wife.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to you because you might be my girlfriend or my wife.
For sure.
I love talking to people. I've always loved talking to people. My mom is the same way. But when it's a really pretty woman, I'll maybe like, I don't need to do a bit with her. I don't need to talk to this person. You get a little intimidated.
Yeah.
And I've just opened the door, like, do the same stuff that you do at Bed Bath & Beyond with any random person, but with this pretty person. Then you talk, you do a bit, maybe you get out, maybe you talk, maybe you exchange information, maybe not. And there's such a limited pressure when I'm not going in here to get her information. I'm going in here to have like a little beat of something. Yeah. I love talking to people.
Yeah, that's nice. I mean, you might as well use that skill on hot babes. That's tough, man. Yeah, I've always been terrified just to like, especially like with alcohol, that makes it easier, obviously, but like middle of the day, striking up combo. As I've gotten older, I think it'd be a lot easier. But when I was young, it was like so hard to figure out, like, what do I say to this person?
Do you remember anything that you did? Did you ever do it anyway?
In terms of like trying to talk to women at a bar, I would.
Or in public, anywhere.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. It's like, I feel like looking back on it, I feel like I would just like a psycho just be like, hey, how are you? Rather than like, where are you?
Why is that psycho?
Because it's easier to like talk about if you're at the grocery store, right? You're in Erewhon or wherever, you can go, oh, I love that granola.
Right.
She's holding the granola. I love that.
Just to walk up to somebody at a grocery store and say, hey, how are you? Is a little.
That's what, like, I
soft.
clearly am just trying to fuck you, and I don't even know how to mask my intentions. And I'm like, hi. And they're just like, get the fuck away from me. So
how would you do it now?
I'm married now.
I know. I'm
so
saying
now I would obviously be in secret.
No. So, he's just joking. He's joking around.
If I had to do it now, I mean, now it would be. It all depends on the situation and circumstance. Where wherever I'm at, I think now I'm well-rounded enough to like be able to strike up some kind of conversation that doesn't make it seem like I'm desperately horny for that person. You know what I mean?
All right. If we were going to go into muscle mommies after this,
oh, easy all day, dude. I would just talk training. What are you doing? What are you training? What are you bulking? You cutting? You could easily.
All right. Can we role play it real
You're
quick?
the muscle mommy.
Yeah, I'm the muscle mommy.
All right.
I'm on. Does the hip? You go this way and then you go this way, right?
Oh yeah. Okay.
I'm doing that, and that's what that
why
machine is.
Why did you pick that exercise? That is
because I'm just thinking, what would I be? Two things where you're sitting down next to somebody.
Got you.
I also I had triple hernia surgery. I work on my abductors and my adductors.
I always see women doing that. I try to almost like that's burning bush for me. I just look away.
It's funny that you say that because it's not a sexual thing to look. Like I even noticed that your underpants looks like the old Cavs jerseys.
Oh, do they pop in through the bottom?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I didn't even notice.
Sorry.
What do you work
if you were doing the abductors, I honestly would. It's such a sexual movement. I would actually hold off.
Let me show you how I would do it, and then you will do another machine.
What you got?
Here, sit on here. You're already doing it.
Yeah, I'm working here. I'm not doing abductors.
No,
I'm doing lat pull downs.
No.
Why do
you're the woman.
Okay.
I'm the woman.
All right, I'm muscle mommy.
There's another machine where it goes the other way.
I thought you said okay. Muscle mommy. Fuck. What are you on, leg curl? I just want to know for context.
Okay, so again, there's two. There's the one where you go out.
Yes.
That's what you're doing.
Yeah.
And then there's the ones where you push it in.
Oh, okay.
Those are two separate machines.
Got you.
And I'm sitting on the other one. I've never done these. I feel like I've done them once before. I feel like whenever I do them.
I don't even know you're talking to me.
Oh, sorry. Well, then why'd you say I don't even know you're talking to me?
Oh, I'm just trying to give you the cue up, man.
No. Buddy, you're not an actor, dude. You know I'm talking. You know I'm talking to you because you said I don't even know you're talking to me.
Well, I broke the wall. I broke the fourth wall.
Stop.
Sorry, my bad. All right, we're back. We're back in scene.
Just stay in it and whatever it is. And if you don't know that I'm talking to you, don't respond to me.
Okay, my bad. Fuck.
Jesus, do you ever take a rest?
What?
It just seems like you've been doing that for so long. This is way harder than I thought it was. Of course, I'm talking about my big fat black dick.
Clink.
Rick Glassman.
What did you say?
I said,
fuck, my thighs are burning.
I was just making a joke before, but yeah, these are harder than I thought they were. Do you do both?
Yeah, I superset them.
Oh,
I actually am using that.
Yeah, sorry.
Go ahead. Well, now you got to wipe it down. That's fine. Your bitch ass probably isn't even sweating in here.
No, I'm not interested in you. I'm not interested in that energy.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I went too far.
Dude, I need to be with somebody who's like legitimately kind.
Yeah.
Like no ifs, ands, but a huge butt about it.
Heard that. Dude.
Need kindness.
Kind and a huge butt would be, it's the dream.
Isn't it interesting that when we were kids, it was about the boobs and now they're still nice, but it is about now the butt and even more so now the face.
Yeah. I mean, I think the face was always kind of in the equation, but yeah, I think we went from boobs to butt pretty hard, man. That was a big switch up.
And everyone agreed.
Yeah. Well, there's some holdouts. You got some titty guys.
Yeah, and there were people that used to like butts over boobs back then. But I'm just saying.
Yeah, but that was crazy. You didn't hear about them.
Well, that was pre-internet.
I think that was just a clash of white American and black culture. Just kind of like completely that's the melting pot at work, dude.
Do you think that because of Eminem, now there are more people, white people, okay with black culture where they've accepted that a big butt is cool?
I don't even know if it was just Eminem because like white people like so many different white people obviously loved Eminem, but like they love so many other rappers. I think we just got
Nas.
Nas was never big. Was he really flaunting big butts? I feel like that was.
No, I'm just saying what brought white people into rap. I think Biggie and Tupac probably did just because everyone's talking about it.
That was a big one, and rappers became a thing. So I think we just got like was just big butts, you just saw them growing up. I saw them nonstop. And I was like, yeah, actually these guys are onto something. Big butts kind of do rule.
Yeah.
So now girls are like, working for the butt. But I think it's good.
Yeah. I think that's good too.
Yeah, white chicks are just getting by on just tits for a while. Now it's like, let's,
hold them accountable.
Yeah, let's.
The thing is, I have a very little butt.
Do you really?
Yeah.
I have a pretty fat ass.
I've noticed.
Thank you. I'm pretty caked up.
I noticed when you walked in. I don't know if you saw, but when I went like this, that was because you're big fat fucking ass. But I wouldn't say that I'm insecure about my flat ass, but I am self-conscious of it. Like after making love to a woman, which I try to do before fucking her.
Sure.
And I go to the bathroom to turn the water on to get it warm and get a towel.
For sure.
I will usually sometimes, more than not, I will walk to the bathroom backwards so she could see my penis.
You're receding. I mean, that is the most glorious state when it's kind of receding, but you're like, yeah, it's pretty much always like this, honestly. So, I mean, that's
I just more so to not show her my flat ass.
I'm the opposite. I'm all ass, no dick. So I'm gonna show him the ass.
Dude, the two of us together, we could be triumphant.
So powerful.
Does Shane have a little dick?
I've never.
Because he looks like he has a fat ass.
He doesn't have a fat ass. I would imagine he's more of a girth monster.
So you got the ass, he's got the dick.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, out of the two of us, for sure. I think he's got.
That's why you guys are such a good team.
Exactly. I'm all ass. He's all girth.
That's why I'm looking for a girl with a fat ass and a little dick.
Perfect.
Nike.
It's perfect.
Yeah, Shane does look like he would have a thick dick.
Yeah.
Isn't it funny? You could look at a guy and kind of get an idea of what his dick looks like.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I was wondering. Why is that? Why like tall guys are so attractive to women? Because I guess they just go like, well, hey, if he's tall.
I don't think it's about their penis. I think it's more. I think it's a genetic thing where like it's a protection thing.
Yeah.
It's like, similar why guys like big boobs. It's like they and like
nurturance.
Yeah. Usually women with big boobs are better mothers.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, they're better to go over their house too if they're friend. If you go to your friend's house and his mom has big boobs, it's always kind of nice.
Yeah, that was a thing in shows. I remember it used to be like, blah blah blah's mom's so fucking hot.
Yeah. Well, dude,
I've never been attracted to a friend's mom.
Really?
I don't know if that's because I wasn't attracted to older women as a kid or because all my friends had ugly moms, but probably the first one.
No, growing up, I wasn't like mad for any of my friends' moms, but sometimes they would like leave their underwear out to dry on the line. If I caught a glimpse of a bra, I was launched. I
never
done.
got that.
Dude,
if
I saw a bra anywhere,
Really?
I would be sent. Yeah.
Because it would make you think of a boob was in there?
Yeah, I'd be like, oh shit, his mom does have boobs. I'd be like, fuck, that thing touches her boobs. And I would be lost. It would just kill me.
Do you still see bras and it's attractive?
Yeah, I think so. If I see like a panty line, like my wife's always like, can you see my underwear in my pants? And I'm like, I kind of like seeing your underwear.
Picture.
Yeah, I'm like, I can see your underwear. I've always been, dude, my first time, I'll never forget it. My first time skiing, I went there as my parents and my brothers and sisters were there, and I was so young. They were like, you got to do the ski lesson thing, and then you'll meet us, So I got like shipped off with this lady, 2 other people. And I'll never forget, we're like doing the final test. I'm making the pizza, and she's skiing backwards down the mountain, like, all right. And then her pants ripped, and I could just see her underwear. And I was like, maybe 10 or 11. I was floored, and she kept being like, hey, look up, because she was aware of what happened. She's like, hey, and I couldn't take my eyes off.
Oh, she was teaching you how to be a gentleman.
Teaching how to be a skier, and then her pants ripped, and I was transfixed.
Oh, when you say look up, is she saying
I'm staring directly at her underwear, because the front of her pants just busted open. I couldn't, for the life of me, couldn't look up. I would look up for a second and just be like, this whole time down the hill, and she was like, hey, come on now. And I was like, I can't. I'm sorry. I didn't know at the time, but I didn't have the self-control. Now I could be like, yo, that's embarrassing. I'll look up. But I was 10 years old, just like, nope, I'm not going to look up. I can't. I'm transfixed by female underwear. So.
Do you think that made you be attracted? Like maybe when you see underwear, there's something that's connected to like that first time when it was like really connected to something, seeing something private. Because
I don't know, because I feel like I would still, even before that, snag like you get the Sunday newspaper and I would snag the Kohl's or whatever.
Yeah, but
catalog.
that's a woman in underwear.
Yeah.
Versus just seeing a bra.
Actual underwear.
Like you see underwear on a line, you're like, oh my gosh.
I was just launched.
Is that a thing? Do you think underwear is attractive? Just underwear? Yeah? Is there anybody back there? Do you think underwear is attractive if there's not a person in it?
Yeah, kind of.
Huh.
Yeah, man. I still to this day, man, if I like walk past the Victoria's Secrets, I'm like, fuck.
Because you're picturing a boob in it. It's not It's not the bra. It's that a boob goes in the bra. So I'm picturing a boob. Is that what it is?
It's like Pavlovian, I guess. It's just like, when you ring the bell and give the food, it's just associated with the same thing. Yeah, I'm hitting you with that. It's just that's
my Roman Empire.
it's just, are you a psychology guy?
I mean, no, but I remember stuff,
Okay, that's fair. Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough. What do you think about Pavlov? What's your take on behaviorism in general?
Could I ask you to be a little more specific?
What do you mean?
My thoughts on behaviorism, like the study of it. Do I believe that it's accurate?
Pavlov, Skinner,
I think they're both gay. Why else would you be ringing bells and dogs lick some water? But
I'm just fucking around. I love psychology stuff.
Yeah,
So,
I like psychology stuff too.
Yeah.
Think of any number, 1 through 10.
7. Fuck, I knew you were gonna know that. I already knew you were gonna know that, but yeah, I knew all about that too.
Yeah. Think of another number.
5.
Yep.
Fuck.
But I've been it's also something I've done a lot.
Yeah,
like this is my I'm a numbers guy.
Number psychic.
Yeah, I am a numbers guy.
Are you? You strike me as you were good at math.
Why do you think I'm not anymore?
Like, no, I'm saying you probably still are, but like, were you good at math as a kid?
Name any 3 numbers.
3, 6, 9.
No, all of them.
Fuck. Were you good at math? I'm curious.
Yeah.
Okay.
I could do this. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 33, 36, 39, 42, 45, 48.
Pretty good. I was not good at math. I was like, for real, like, I was like very, very bad at math.
What were you
borderline,
good at?
Huh?
Oh,
borderline, like, needed special help in math. I was very bad.
I was in the special classes when I was in school.
Were you really?
Yeah, I had to go to a special school.
What?
Yeah, it was called PEP, Positive Education Program. It was for the way I saw it as troubled kids.
Why were you troubled?
Well, I was misunderstood.
Really? Because you don't strike me as pretty smart.
Thank you. Yeah, I had to go to a special school. So when I was a kid, before I had to go to the special school, I was in the special class. And it wasn't just one class. It started as like the study hall for like learning disabled kids. But then there's like a sub world of that where it's like something's going on with these kids.
Do you remember when they were like separate? I remember in my grade school when they would like separate different levels of learning. And I remember feeling like really bad when I got in like the dumbest math group they had.
There's actually a dumber one that you probably didn't know about. I was in that one.
What?
Yeah, it was for kids. It was for kids that like, I had to be in there for half the day and I only got to go to half the classes. And I remember it was one of them, there was a class, I've told this on my podcast before. I feel like I have to say that, I get insecure sometimes.
Yeah.
But like, it was an English class. I think it was an English class. It doesn't matter. It was when you're doing groups. So it's kind of casual in groups. It's like people are walking around, the teacher's, writing stuff down, whatever. I had to go to the bathroom. I didn't ask if I could go to the bathroom. The bathroom was right down the hall. Shame on me.
Yeah.
I went to the bathroom, and when I came back, coming down the hall, I heard the teacher yelling, "Ricky's on the loose! Ricky's on the loose!" Because they thought of me as this troubled kid because I was in this troubled class. It was new. It was 8th grade. In our high school, 8th grade started high school. So like we're in a new school. They know, oh, this is a troubled kid. Ricky's on the loose. He's on the loose. My tour now is actually called Ricky's on the Loose because of that. But like Ricky's on the loose, and I got in trouble. Then I had to be in the special class. No, I wasn't in the class. I was just in that special class. I didn't get to the Washington, D.C. trip, which was the thing that people do.
That sucks.
And the only way I was able to go back into regular school was if I went to PEP first. And if I graduated from PEP, I could come back.
Just because you went to the bathroom?
There was other things. There
Right.
Like they said I burned myself with cigarettes. There was a tough actin tenactin for athlete's foot. If you spray it upside down, cold air comes out.
Yeah.
And I did that on my hand and it makes a circle and it goes away. It doesn't hurt. I didn't think any.
Sure.
And the next day there was a circle. And I didn't even know this until the end of the year. They would mark all these things. He burns himself with cigarettes. He's disruptive about this. Also, I probably did stuff that was annoying and bad too.
Yeah.
I remember one of them was they said I'm not allowed to leave this desk, and they put blue painter's tape around it. They said you can't step 1 foot outside the desk. So I crawled on my knees. I'm in 8th grade.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had to go to the school PEP where there was a restrainer in every class for when kids would try to jump out the window or try to beat somebody up, and they would hold them on the ground.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I remember I used to be into like, I did a lot of stuff that was kind of bad in grade school, but I never rarely got caught. Like the thing I used to do when the teacher would like turn her back and do like the chalkboard, I remember being young and being like, there's no way she like has an idea of like all of us in this class. Like if I were to like lay on the floor for a while and just kind of crawl around, I don't think she'll notice I'm gone. And I used to do that. I would crawl all around during lessons and like pinch my friends' legs and like crawl back to my desk. And I would spend like large chunks of class crawling around the floor.
With the teachers just facing the blackboard for 5 minutes?
She'd be typing, or she'd be doing a thing, you know, like writing up there and this and that. And then I would just kind of like, you know, I would just kind of hide.
When she turned around, how would you hide?
I would try to position myself where I'm like behind somebody. Like, so there's just an empty chair, but she wouldn't even notice. And I would just kind of, as long as I could, see how much time I could spend on the floor.
Is that where you got the nickname, Crawling Matt McCusker?
Dude, it was awesome. I would throwing stuff was fun too.
Would kids laugh when you were crawling?
Yeah, they thought it was pretty funny. I would crawl
Were you
around.
popular?
My like grade school was like 23 people in terms of in my class. My whole class. I went to a small Catholic school, so it was like 23 kids. So it was like, I don't think you even could be popular. If that makes sense. You know what I mean? So it was like, I don't know. That I never got affected by the idea of popularity ever. Like,
but there's got to be something about if you're crawling and people are like, this fucking weirdo, versus if you're crawling and people are laughing.
They thought it was
validates
they thought it was
like,
cool. Yeah,
goofy.
I think some people thought it was cool. And also, I don't think I got a lot of feedback. It was just, I was kind of interested in just kind of like seeing how long I could like, or if I left to go to the bathroom, I would just stay, just walk around, just go do stuff. I was really into like testing if like people were paying attention or not. That was my big thing. So yeah, I used to like that. Really just kind of like gamifying people's awareness and being like.
You have siblings?
Yeah.
How many?
I'm one of 6.
One of 6.
Yeah.
That tracks.
Yeah.
I was talking about psychology, just wanting to see if you could get noticed.
Yeah, could be that.
You were the second youngest, right?
I was third.
Third,
so
I'm saying.
yeah.
Third, because I bet there's 2 below you.
Yeah, I have 3 below me. I have 2 older brothers, 2 little sisters, little brother.
That's what I meant. Did I say?
I don't know.
I'm just kidding. You know when people do that stuff?
No.
They just think it can't be wrong.
Yeah.
No, I meant to. Well, I don't know.
I was like, yeah, I don't think so, but yeah.
No. So it's
middle. I'm basically middle child, which I share the middle with my sister.
What's the age difference between the youngest and the oldest?
What would that be? 14 years, maybe 14. Yeah, I think about 14 years.
Are you in all their lives?
Yeah, we're all pretty close.
14 years. That's a big difference.
Yeah. But yeah, my dad's 1 of 10, so I have a huge family.
Dad's 1 of 10.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably why he likes the Jews so much.
True. He does.
Big families. And
yeah.
So.
I think everyone back then had big families, though. It was like, if you were Irish, Italian, Jew, whatever, everyone just had a giant family. Now, not so much. 3 is like, when people have 3 kids, it's like, whoa.
Yeah. My best bud just had his third daughter.
Really?
Yeah.
He has 3 daughters?
Yeah.
I have 2 daughters. My wife wants a third. I might be in third daughterville.
Your wife probably already. So your wife has 3 little kids at home, then, huh?
She would love that, actually. That's her joke.
Is it?
She does that all the time.
That's the type of joke that a non-comedian makes in a great way.
Yeah,
in a great way. It's like when the server comes over and your plate is done. They're like, "Oh, looks like you hated that." It's like, great.
Yeah.
Don't worry. That's a fun energy. Nobody thinks you came up with that. That's great. No, yeah, this was really good. I like that kind of stuff.
It's so true. I like when people have their joke they do and they're not self-conscious about it at all. And you're just like, yeah, man, that's awesome.
I got one with him. When people ask what kind of dog it is, I say he's a half Chihuahua, half pug. His mom's a Chihuahua and his dad's Jewish.
It's kind of nice.
And then I get a little laugh. I go, it's a joke, I say.
Do people ever stonewall that and go like, well, I don't get that?
One time, and I've said it probably 30 times.
That's crazy.
And I think they didn't know I'm Jewish and they were Jewish.
They were like, all right, bud.
Yeah, they're like, it wasn't even stonewall. It was just like, I didn't get a laugh.
Yeah. That's just funny. There is something funny. I do think Jewish jokes, when you're being fun with it, are very funny. Some people are not. Some people are very serious about it. They get mad.
Some people make Jewish jokes when they're not even that hateful, but it's just like, ugh.
Yeah.
I think it's like people that are trying to be comedians, I think.
True. Like the soup joke.
No, I thought that was great. That was a classic.
That's a bad one.
Are there any jokes that you do? I'm not even saying on stage. On stage is also there.
Mm-hmm.
But any jokes, on or off stage, it just doesn't get a laugh. Maybe even like a social bit that you do, but you're like, I love this joke, and you keep doing it.
There's been a couple. I'm trying to remember them now. But I've started, I'll do them like 3 or 4 times, and I'll be like, all right, man, I'm just dropping this. I'm trying to think. There was one I was doing. I literally don't remember it anymore. It's kind of weird. But like no one ever liked it. And I was like, all right.
And did you feel like they're wrong? Obviously they're not. But like, is it like, no, this is funny?
It's funny to me. I'd laugh. But then I'll end up being like, all right, this is pointless. It's like hogging up 40 seconds of an hour that just doesn't need to be there. But I do that all the time. I'll have like a little tag on stuff that I'll say like 20 times. And then I'll be like, all right, that's unnecessary. I can just ditch that part.
Yeah, I feel that way on stage too, even if it does get a laugh, but it doesn't beat the laugh before it.
Yeah.
It's like I think that's part of the, like, as they say in muscle mommies, it's just trimming the fat.
Yeah, true.
It's just the cutting stage. You
True.
got to bulk and then you got to cut.
You got to bulk and cut. It's
There's a
literally all
joke
it
that
is.
I do a lot and it almost never gets a laugh. It's not on stage though. It's whenever I get food delivered and they put it down. I don't open the door. I don't.
Really?
No, just
I
put it down.
I beat them out from getting out of their car.
I'll
I
do
run
that
to the window.
sometimes.
Here you go, I got that.
I'll do that sometimes. But I got recognized once when they delivered the food and it just weirded me out.
Yeah.
It just did.
Yeah.
So I just haven't put it down. And I'll look through the people. And while they're taking a picture of it, I say, do you want me to take one with you in it?
That's kind of fun.
One time, maybe. I do it every single time.
I like it when I get cases of water delivered to my office, and I get 2 at a time, and it's usually here. More often than not, it's like Mexican guy, some guy who's speaking Spanish, and it's like an apartment complex I use as an office. So like he'll pull up, and it's a pretty far walk to get in. So I'll pull up and we'll set them down. They always offer to help me bring them in, and I go, no, muy fuerte, and I pick it up, and they just, dude, they lose their minds every time. Because it is genuinely pretty heavy, but then I hit them with the fuerte, and they're just like, bro, you rule. And I walk in, I'm pretty pleased with myself.
Do you say that if they're not Spanish speaking?
No, I would just say,
just let them bring it in?
Yeah, I'd be like, yeah, get the fucking shit in my house. No, I would just grab it and just be like, I'd probably say something honestly, being like, nah, man, I'm built differently. Something like that along those lines.
I'm built different.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
I like
that stuff
that.
that I'm talking about.
Yes.
It's like a joke and real and funny and cool. No, I'm built different. You just bring in a case
You
of
just
water.
don't even know the guy. Like, no, I'm kind of.
I don't remember the joke, but it was like a premium blend Nick Swartzen bit where he was talking about when he changes the water cooler for his grandma's cooler and how confident he feels. She's like, could you lift that? And like he has the empty cooler. He goes, you mean this? Oh, Nicky. You know what I'm talking about?
He's great. I love
Dude, he's
Swartzen.
so funny. What water do you get?
Mountain Valley.
You know, I used to be a Mountain Valley guy.
What'd you switch up on?
I follow a lot of accounts that test waters.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of different accounts, unless there's some conspiracy going on, looks at that and
They're saying it's tap.
No, they're saying it's got a lot like arsenic and some stuff. I mean, all
Really?
water has certain amounts of stuff, but
Sure, yeah.
the levels of the contaminants are a little bit high.
So what are you going with?
Right now, I'm working with my number one choice is glacial.
Plastic bottle?
Yeah, glass.
Oh, nice.
The glacial, whatever it's called, the glacial one.
Yeah.
We'll put up a picture. And there's this other one now that I've been doing that I really like. And the bottle, it feels like I have money. And it's really not that bad. It's like you could get a 750 milliliter for under $3.
That's nice.
I want to say what it is. So let me pull this up.
While you do that, I think I'm going to get like a filtration system and just add the minerals back in myself. So I drink a lot of water, and Mountain Valley. I feel like I think it's got acquired by like some big giant water company.
Is that why maybe it's changed?
Probably.
I have a
owned by-
filtration system I usually use.
Do you? Yeah, I like anything glass bottle water. I like.
Same. Although I'm seeing for the people that care about this stuff, all the people it's all made up or whatever. I go back and forth, but they're saying they find more pieces of plastic in glass bottles because of the material that is in paint when they paint the lids. I don't know.
I doubt that. I mean, it's
Aqua Carpaccia spring water.
that sounds nice, but no. Apparently, the plastic
It's kind of fancy looking.
that is a fancy bottle. Do you ever catch hatred when you drink like exotic looking water bottles? People get kind of triggered about that. If you hit people with that's a can. Can's still pretty humble.
Plastic liner inside.
There is, but it's not hitting sunlight. Sunlight's what kind of dissolves the microplastics.
It's
in
getting the
water.
heat though. The heat
Yep.
also does it.
Does it really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. You gotta
Yes,
stick to glass.
I know what you're saying. I have one thing on my rider and one thing only. It's my glass water bottles.
Same, dude. I swear to God.
Only thing on your rider?
Swear to God.
Do you ever go places and they don't have them and you think to yourself, I didn't ask for much?
Yeah. If I go in there and there's just like, not even like a brand I know, but it's like the comedy club's label on a plastic water bottle, I'm kind of like, I don't ask for much, guys. I just want my glass water
Will you
bottle.
drink that or do you just ask for water from the tap?
I'll drink that. I'll just grab it and drink it. I need something on stage.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I'll drink it too.
It's sick. So you just have just water bottles. Do people ever comment on it to you and you go like, yeah, I'm a pretty simple guy, honestly.
It's funny you say that because I think asking for glass water bottles, and I actually have a list of ones I prefer, and if you don't have those, anything.
Sure.
Is not simple. I think I know that I come across difficult and I am high maintenance with a lot of things. I try not to make it other people's burdens, but sometimes it happens.
Yeah.
My podcast is literally called Take Your Shoes Off because I have so many rules and that's like the first one at the door.
Yeah.
But like, I think like, oh Jesus, guys asking for glass water bottles. You know, this.
I think it's, dude,
this
people ask for like
uppity
a
guy.
crazy shit, honestly. I've heard that it's like just asking for water is like nothing.
I'm projecting something different than you. I don't think that's simple.
Yeah, well, I bring them back to my hotel room too. So then I get a bunch. I bring them back with me. It's like, you know, it's at least, you know.
Funny. It's very exactly the same. In fact, I bring the dog carrier and he doesn't need it.
So you put the water in there.
I load up. And yeah, so I'm playing Cap City this weekend. It was the first time I've played it here, right?
Oh, nice.
Last time at Creek in the Cave, which was awesome.
Yeah.
Mothership is amazing, but I'm not in that world. I've never done like a headlining set there. So this place, and they had the Evian, which, believe it or not, after looking through it, I like the taste of it. I don't care. I'm not like the taste of these waters, whatever. Yeah. It's just what's in it and like how cool does the bottle feel in my hand. Evian tested very well. Did it really? So I'm like, Evian. They had some Evian. It was like one of the ones I wanted. And there were 5 in there, which is great. I drink 2. I drink a lot of water. I drink 2, and then I'm drinking 1 at the end of the show. There's 2 left. I wanted to bring them both back to my room, but I'm like, well, what if this is all they have? Which would be crazy. For a weekend, they might rebuy later. But I left 1 in there just in case, so I have at least 1. And I'm curious if they noticed the 1. I'm not meaning to test them. They had already left. I'll ask.
Sure, yeah.
If they noticed the 1, if they replenished or not. And if so, I'll take them all.
Yeah, they'll probably, I'd say they replenish. I would imagine so.
Love a glass. Love to bring them back to my hotel.
Yeah, that's, I would just take them all and then just get there and go, the fuck, what am I going to die of thirst up there? Go get some bottles. You can throw around at the comedy club. You can throw a little Star Power. No, I would never. I would just take it.
I think there's too many things that I do ask for to feel safe.
Yeah. What do you do at a comedy club? If you're only asking for water.
Like beforehand, I'll ask for the comedy club, like, and it's fine if not, but do you guys have a green room with because I play some places where there's no closed door, you know?
Yeah.
Because then I don't want him to be there.
True.
So like before I even get there, I have a sound cue. It's very simple, but like I sent a video. It's a minute long. Just have the sound guy watch this.
Yeah.
Do they have a door for the green room for my dog? I'd like a glass bottle of water. All right, Jew. You know, already they're thinking, you know, I'm like, that's it. So if anything else comes up, I'm like,
I think you'd be surprised. I think people have some pretty wild riders, man. I think that's pretty regular. What do you do if the club doesn't have a green room door? You're like, I just can't. I'm not.
Yeah, I'll leave the dog in the hotel.
Okay.
Gotcha. And then I go but then I want to go back in between shows to go be with them and walk him and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel that way like when I'm ordering in a restaurant too. I have so many modifications, and that's fine. I'm going to. I apologize in advance. I'm going to tip well. I'm very difficult at this. Here are my things. Sometimes people will be listening and they don't write it down. Similar to my massages, I say, I bet you have an amazing memory, but for my peace of mind, you got to write this down.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
And then great, it's done. Then if I need something else, I forgot to get a side of honey or whatever. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, no, I get, what's your modifications? Are you have like food allergies or something?
I don't like a lot of things. I don't like cheese, but I'm not lactose intolerant.
Yeah.
Like I'll get a chicken sandwich, and instead of avocado, it comes with guacamole. So I don't have to pay extra for avocado. I don't want the guacamole. Instead of guacamole, can I have it with avocado?
Yeah.
And could I have, could you add pickles and grilled onions? And I'd love to do a side of barbecue sauce. Some places where I've been to before, they put a lot of butter on the bun. And it's like, I don't like that.
Yeah.
Could you ask them to not butter the bun? So no butter on the bun. Can we sub the guacamole for avocado? Can we make the onions grilled? Can we add pickles and a side of barbecue sauce? Okay, great. And then they're like, oh, you know what? I forgot. Also, can I get some honey and some hot sauce?
Yeah.
I'll do it, but I'll do it like this.
No, I get that. I can feel, I have like, I've had food allergies for a while, for like gluten stuff. So I would just feel.
You have celiac disease?
Yeah, I don't know if it's like full blown celiac, but it just fucks me up. If I eat it, I get really bad acid reflux and I feel like I have like food stuck in my throat for like ever.
Like the Jews.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I think my dad just prayed really hard. I was like, please.
I think your dad might.
He might be.
Jewish.
He might be.
But like, where'd you grow up?
Right outside of Philly.
You could be Jewish there, right?
Yeah, I don't think so. I got my ancestry. We're like 99% Irish, but maybe. Could be. There's some, I have like a small degree of Western Asian in there somewhere.
I could see that. So. I'm a little attracted to your butt. You know, it's funny because I did one of those tests for Alvin, and he is mostly, his mom is a Chihuahua, but his dad's Jewish.
Yeah, I heard that.
That's just a joke I did.
It's a good one.
Did I do that already?
You did. That was nice. No. But yeah, no, I was I'm pretty much all Irish. I think I have a little bit of like whatever Scandinavian.
And you're a basketball player. You texted me yesterday saying,
dude, I just played the other day. I'm just getting back into playing again, and it's the best, man. I love playing basketball.
How's your body?
It's getting used to it again. I've been working out a lot, so I'm like in better shape than I was, but it's like, man, 3 games to pick up full court basketball, I'm trashed for like the next 48 hours.
Do you play with strangers or do you have a game?
We play, it's mostly like friends in my neighborhood, but then like, random people will come play too.
Indoors or outdoors?
Outdoors.
Whew.
Yeah, outdoor, double rim, so.
I'm fine with a double rim. I tried to stop playing outdoors years ago.
Why?
Hard on the body.
Is that what it is? Like the court? So that must be, because I feel like I have like the flu when I'm done. The next day I'm like dead.
Buddy, you're doing well right now. Okay, I know this from afar.
Yeah.
Find an indoor court.
Yeah.
It'd be cheaper than you think. Rent it once a week.
We're actually looking into that already. Because it is. I took a tumble on the asphalt recently. Dude, I fell, tucked and rolled, popped up completely uninjured. It was kind of nice.
That's cool.
But it was actually really cool. But yeah, that must be what it is. So I get done and I'm like, God,
I feel like the flu is really funny.
Body is killing me, man.
Yeah. It's going to indoors as well.
Yeah.
That's the thing when you get older.
Do you play often?
I used to. That was ball is life. For real. Like absolutely. It wasn't just my play. That was my social life. It was my friends. That's how I got my first job in LA. I mean, like basketball was everything to me. And I shoot around when there's a hoop. And I got to tell you the truth, even with some time off, Daddy still got it. Really does.
You get better as you get older. I'm 40 now, and I feel like my jump shot's never been better because I'm not as worried about missing now. When I was younger, I'd be like, oh my God, if I miss, it's going to be, I have the shooter's mentality now. I just throw it up, fire it away, and it's like if it goes in, it goes in.
The mindset of a comedian as well.
Yeah.
If you're afraid of the miss, it gets in your way.
Exactly. If you miss, you just got to,
That's why I'm never looking for a miss. I'm out there looking for misses. So if we are at an Air One and you see me holding a stack of papers, come and bump into me. I miss playing though. I have a Tuesday game that I'm invited to every week. There's never more than 15 people, so you never have to wait more than one game. Man. And it's just either comedy writers or college athletes or retired professional athletes. It's
a serious game.
But usually they match up with each, can match, skill match up with skill, but there's funny people. We all, the athletes are feeling a little intimidated because there's a lot of funny people. The funny people are a little intimidated by this athlete. And then you have me, I'm the best of both worlds, baby.
Yeah.
I'm a funny athlete.
You're balling out. So how do you feel about, is this something I'm running into? I grew up playing against people really tall, so I had to be really physical when I played. I'm getting a little pushback. People have been like, oh man, you're really throwing the body around. It's like, bro, playing street ball. I still stand to it. It's like, I'm going to talk trash the whole time. If you come in the paint and you're 6'3", you're going to get a stiff forearm. And it's like, it is when I drive, I'll lower the shoulder. It's like, so I've been dealing with that. And I can't water down the game. I'm going to play the way I played.
I understand their perspective while sharing yours.
Do you know that people don't want to come to the game when they know you're coming?
Why doesn't anybody tell me that?
Hit that, Baldy. Good take, you idiot. Get back! Cut! Oh! Did I do that? Whoopsies. Urkel, bitch.
I am also like, if we're going to play, we're going to play.
Yeah.
There's a difference between dirty. Someone gets past you on a layup and you push him in the back. Like
none of that. It's
but like physical, and you're bodying people up and you're playing the game the way you're supposed to play the game.
You set a pick, I'm running through it. You can set a pick. I'm not going to be like, oh, it's a pick. I'll run right through it.
You know what I do? I do if I'm setting a pick, I'm setting a pick, and I will, even if my teammate doesn't call it, I'll still say, coming right. I'll let them know. Just so they don't, because I don't want them to have to.
You want to blindside them.
Yeah, I'll communicate a little bit, but still, yeah, I'll tuck the ball. Because the instincts are, you don't want to wait. That's my instincts. I'm thinking like college basketball, not college for the team.
Sure.
The rec center type things where when you lose, you have to wait 5 games.
Dude, it takes forever, yeah.
Yeah, and you win, and you talk shit. And yeah, I got kicked out of a basketball game because of talking shit.
Yeah,
and playing too physical. And it was the inciting incident to like a huge change in my life.
Really?
It I learned, I became into a lot of self-awareness
you
because
were
of this
too
basketball
competitive,
game.
basically.
Competitive and annoying, and like just, talking shit to comedy writers that were just trying to
play and run around.
Get away from the family for 3 hours,
See, I'm not mean about it. I just when people are shooting, I yell to kind of throw their stuff off, stuff like that. Like every single tool possible.
What if you're on a 3-on-1 fast, a 2-on-1 fast break, and a guy constantly is pulling up? He's in front, He's in front with the ball. I'm trailing. I'm coming behind, and he'll stop and shoot the three. And it's a 2-1. Like,
yeah, it's like drive to the
And also, like, there's a point where I'm thinking one particular time because this happened, and he missed 3 in a row, and not in a row, but three not in a row, but over the day.
Yeah.
And each time it was 2-on-1, and on the fourth one before he even had the opportunity, I said, pass the fucking ball.
Yeah. Like, I think that's fair. To be fair, I think that's totally fair.
Yeah.
I think it all depends on how you grew up playing, though, because it's like that. If someone did that, I'd be like, yeah, that makes perfect.
I didn't grow up playing on a 2-on-1 fast break unless you're fucking Steph Curry. Yeah, you're gonna pull up. What are you doing?
That's crazy.
It's a guaranteed bucket.
I know, it's literally guaranteed. You know, we were gonna. That's kind of crazy.
But I would get.
People would be mad about that.
I also would be. I didn't need to be triggered. Like, I would be triggered. Like, there are times I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, I could see why that would be a little excessive.
I wasn't always saying that, but that was the attitude.
Yeah.
But I think it was more so the talking shit.
See, I'm having fun. That's the thing. Like, I'm having fun the whole time. I'm fucking around. I'm always hyping people up, like, good shot, take that, blah, blah, blah. But I do this when people go to do like the 3-pointer and I'm like a little far away. I'll do that thing where you run up and you drop your head like you're about to, and people are just kind of like,
yeah,
that's
careful. If you mess up once, you can never do it again.
But it's funny because you see them flinch while they're shooting it. It's just that's a move. I reserve the right to pull that move out of the toolbox. People, I think they see that and they're like,
yeah, I just if I don't know you and I don't know that's like. Like when people are shooting to get up in their face, maybe it's different game point, but still probably not. Like I want to make sure you don't land on my ankles when you land. Like I'm careful with that kind of stuff.
Game point, I'm fouling you. If you're laying it up, game point, I'm fouling you. That's just
game point. We're not talking game point.
Okay, the whole time. Yeah, and that's the thing. I won't like. I've seen guys who will just like grab your whole arm. Like I actually try to go for the ball. But it's like, if I'm driving and you step up, I'm jumping. And it's like, I'm not going to be like, oh no. It's like, this is all I have. I'm not tall. So I'm going to use, you can be tall and tap the ball and that's fine. But if I use force, now all of a sudden it's like legal force. Now all of a sudden I'm the legal bad guy. It's like, dude, we're both jumping in the air.
Yeah, it's basketball, baby.
Yeah, so.
I went to Kent State and it's a D1 school. And we would sometimes I would like it to play with the team and practice with them. And a lot of times the football players would play, like in the rec leagues, the football players were a team. Antonio Gates didn't like big guys, Joshua Cribbs. I don't know much about football, but I feel like people know these names.
Yeah, they're just massive guys.
Athletes. And they play like football players.
Yeah.
And it's like, I almost like if we're playing pickup, I say, did you play football for more than 2 years? I don't want to play with you.
I was a football and rugby player, so that's the thing. I do have a little bit of that. But I played basketball my whole life. But I do like the physical contact.
There's a thing about a football player. I haven't really articulated this before, but I believe if you're athletic, just maybe you've never even done anything before. You didn't even realize you were athletic, and then all of a sudden you found out that you have this strong sense of athleticism. You don't know what to do. Just go play football.
Yeah.
In football, if you're athletic, there's a place for you.
Yeah, you can block people, you can hit them, you can do pretty much anything.
And with that, you become validated. That's what it is. And then when you play basketball and you have the mindset of an athlete and you're playing basketball and you're able to dunk and you're able to do all these things, there are, especially competitive football players, they play in a way where I'm like, dude, that's not how you play basketball.
It's too much, yeah.
Yeah.
But one of my friends is really good at soccer and he's from London. So he never really played basketball. He was surprisingly really good because he would just full speed cut down the basket and it's really funny to watch him play because he didn't have like the technical skill, but he would just be hustling so hard that he actually scored a good amount of points. There's one time I threw him the ball. He caught it in the air, cutting and just flying away, just threw it in and made it. And it was like, I was so happy.
Yeah, playing basketball with people that are athletic gets me going.
Yeah.
It makes let's fucking go. It's like I'm a warrior right now. Let's do some shit.
I need once a month. I got to play pickup. I've learned that. That's something I need to do for myself. Just go play pickup basketball once a month and just go nuts.
I want to water that seed that you already planted. Get an indoor game.
Yeah, we're
for so many reasons.
We're working on that because it's hard. It's hard on the bod, man. Playing on that cement basically.
Also, indoor hoops. You hear some squeaks.
Hear squeaks. The shots they're going in a lot more. It's yeah, I agree.
I miss it. I used to play constantly. It's so fun. It's so fun talking shit. It's so fun bodying people up. It's fun winning. It's fun losing and getting fucking feeling like that shit.
And also, it's like just the run around. Getting that active is a win. And that's what I always tell everyone. I'm like, dude, if you just run around, I like to win and stay on the court. But if I lose, I'm still if if I were working, I was no way I'm working out this hard. So like it's a win no matter what.
I never thought about when I played ball how great of shape I was in. And like I didn't do it for the exercise. And I do think that now. Like, let me get my heart rate up.
Dude, so I work out and I have like my Apple Watch and I'll like hard workout. I can work out for like an hour. I'll burn like maybe 450 calories is like pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Played basketball for an hour and a half, like literally 2 days ago. I had my watch on 1,090 calories. It's not even close. Like you don't, because you go so much harder.
Yeah, think about when you're working out, how much sweat do you actually have?
Yeah.
I have to change, like I bring a different shirt. So when I get in my car, I have a different shirt after playing ball.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm getting, the way you get hungry.
Yeah, you get fired up. I'm telling you.
I am, because I haven't been playing a little bit. I haven't been playing it for a bit.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm ready to go back.
It'll come right back. Yeah, you'll be surprised. It comes right back.
I still do. I shoot around. Still shoot around.
Nice.
I love, my parents just sold their house, but we have a hoop at home and my dad still has a great shot.
Nice.
And just, so many games of horse.
Yeah.
It's just, you just feel something. When I come back here, I'll let you know if the timing makes sense. I would love if you have an indoor game.
Yeah, man, that'd be awesome. And I'm going to try to set it up. There's a gym we can rent, so I'm going to see if I can do it like once a month.
Why once a month?
Like 2 hours. It's meet a bunch of other 40-year-old guys. So I've been trying to sell them on like the once a week game, but I think people are kind of like, dude, I can't handle it.
Huh.
So, but
everyone's 40.
Roughly. I think actually some of them are a couple years younger than me. So
would you guys mind if I played with you guys, or
that'd be awesome? Yeah, it'd be awesome. Anyone's welcome. We have like there's people there that play different ages. So yeah, it'd be awesome.
Also, you rent a court, you get 3-on-3.
True. 3-on-3 would be nice too. Half court, 3-on-3.
I love a 3-on-3.
That could be 2-on-2. I like as well, but full court 5-on-5 is so nice. 4-on-4 full court's nice. But
if it's a small court.
Yeah, true.
In fact, if it's a small court, I don't want to play 5-on-5.
Yeah.
Like, where the baseline is where the 3-pointer is.
Yeah. No, yeah.
And the half court is just like it's where Steph shoots from for real.
That was my grade school gym. Was like, to go back court, you had to go to the other team's foul line, and that was back court because it was such a small court. But yeah, I do. Next time you're here, we'll try to coordinate it.
I think I would like to play a 3-on-3 game more than my cardio would not handle full court as much.
Yeah.
I think I would love to start playing some 3-on-3.
I think you're right. You could play a lot more too. Because you waste so much. Dude, running back and forth. After like you sprint for the 10th time all the way back, you're just like, I'm like dead.
I also think that when you're getting to know, if you're playing with new people, you get to bond in 3-on-3.
Yeah.
So much more. Because you're either on the ball, you're looking to receive it, or you're doing something off the ball.
Yeah.
Like you're part of everything.
Yeah.
And it's not like, get back on D, like we're here.
You can fade away. Yeah. And also the full court, I've noticed you get a lot of people kind of like hang back the whole time. And you're kind of like, come on, man, what are we even doing? If that's what we're going to be doing here, it's like.
It's such a subculture of like, I hate when people just shirt. Like there's such a specific thing that you don't like,
Yeah, someone was doing it last game. I was kind of like, I mean, if you want to score points like that, that's fine. But yeah, it was cool.
Are you good?
I'm all right. I'm like, okay. I can like, if I get hot, my main thing, I crash the boards a lot. I can kind of drive. I can lay it up. And if I like that, like from the elbow, just hitting that like, 10-footer. And I can kind of catch the 3 too. If I get hot, I can start hitting 3s. But mostly I'm like a mid-range jumper, drive, rebound, defense.
15-foot shot is a superpower.
Yeah. I like it from the elbow, right from the elbow. Let me catch it right off the pass, put it up. Yeah. That's like my go-to.
If you're at the top of the key, maybe, right?
Yeah.
Like you're at the foul line and your defender's behind you. You catch the ball here. Do you like to turn in and shoot?
At that point, if I got to catch it open, then I'll fire. If I have someone on me, I'll drive probably. Mm-hmm. That's when I'll turn. I'll kind of go left, go right, and just try to drive it in. And then,
are you comfortable finishing with your left?
I can, but in a game, I'm probably going to go right for the most part, if I'm being honest. So
once a month, keep going with your right. If you get a bi-weekly game, I think you might be surprised.
Yeah.
How, because I felt that years ago, but like it, and also like, I don't know, real men finish with both hands.
It's true.
You know what I'm saying? And if you miss with your left, there's honor in it.
There is honor in it. And it also, I see when I'm like, if someone's DMing me up, they'll, be like, give them the left. And I'm like, I'll start driving left, but my left dribble is not great.
But also like they're on the inside. Like,
yeah, you're right there,
you're not going to get,
true.
When you're playing pickup.
True. Well, I'll drive, jump, hold it down for a while, and then I'll come up. And that's kind of like that's all I can do. because I'll get swatted. I'm playing against people. You'll get a couple like 6'3" guys in there. They're going to swat the ball. So I have to like drive, hold it down here in the last minute, just pop it up.
You know, it'd be a show that not that many people would watch, but I think it would be cool. Would be called Show 'Em Your Left. And if you're left-handed, it's your right. But you know,
be a nice
your left, where it's you're allowed to play the game all you want, but if you're in the paint, you have to use your left. And then you talk about your insecurities about it.
True.
Talk about how you feel about it, and
be good, like the Ultimate Fighter kind of, but just people just going left.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. Like if it's you don't get to tell people that this is what you're doing. They don't know.
True.
So you just keep doing lefts, and if you keep missing layups, and how it makes you feel, and you realize, oh, maybe it's not that bad, and you'll get better.
I can lay up with my left. I just don't practice. I got to practice it. That's the thing. So you show up, it's game day. You're like, dude, I'm just going I'm going hard as I can.
So when I first started being able to dunk, and I would dunk and people didn't know me, the reaction I would get, like, oh, that was really cool. I like that. That's first.
Yeah.
But not too far away, at least these days, when I finish with my left, and you hear somebody goes, buddy's got a left. I'm like, dude.
That's really nice, actually.
I could approach, like, I'm confident right now.
Yeah.
Buddy's got a left.
Yeah, and it does open it up a lot in the post, because now they're like, if you know anything, like, all right, if I take his right away, it's kind of screwed. And they're mostly
That's what I'm saying.
I know,
now you got a better rate. Finish. It's like when you go to prison, I hear beat somebody up or like fuck somebody or get fucked.
Yeah.
Or like, you know, do their taxes, do the warden's taxes.
Exactly.
If it's Shawshank,
however you got to do it.
whatever it might be. I feel like finish with your left, so they'll never just now you got an easier time with your right, because buddy. There's nothing I like more than going right.
Yeah, true. I mean, obviously, it's nice.
Imagine somebody thinking you're left-handed and they lead you right.
I have no idea. Yeah, I was driving left a lot, and I was feeling pretty like full speed dribbling left-handed. I was like really pushing that to the limit, and then you like miss dribble, and you're like, fuck.
Yeah, I hear you.
I'll probably go practice today after this.
That's good.
Just run up and down, left-hand dribble, full speed.
Yeah.
So,
well, I'm glad we talked about this,
dude. Absolutely.
I know I already said it, but sincerely, I think you're so funny, and I've been wanting to have you on, and this is cool.
Dude, thank you,
really
man.
cool.
I agree. I've been looking forward to this since we talked.
I love the idea that we might be buddies, and when I'm here, if we could play ball together, I would love to do that.
That would be awesome.
All right. Well, anything you want to plug?
Yeah, I'll be in Chicago. I was just talking about this. I'll be in Chicago May 16th, I believe.
Where?
That is what is it called? The Riviera Theater, maybe? Let me see. Let me.
Do you still play comedy clubs?
I will, yeah. I'll still do, I'm like doing this, I'm doing like a small theater tour right now to see like which ones are theater markets, and whatever doesn't like sell out, that's going to be my comedy club market going forward. So yeah, I love doing clubs, honestly. I do like one show and done. That is kind of nice. But yeah, I'll be in the Riviera Theater, Chicago, May 16th. So that's the last show on this leg of my tour.
Do you like one show and go because you have a family, or did you always feel that way?
Pretty much that. No, it's because I can get home. I can sleep better, and I can, you know what I mean? When you do clubs, you do the late show. I don't go to bed till like 2 in the morning.
I know.
So, but I still, like, the nice thing about clubs is when you do like 5 shows, and
I love that.
And then you just feel like really sharp. But the theater's nice because I'm done at like 9 o'clock.
Yeah, Sal Volcano sometimes will do shows, 6 o'clock shows, so we could catch a flight to get home after.
The best. That's the best.
Yeah, that's cool. I do like being at a place. I don't have a family, unfortunately, at the moment. I'm carrying my papers, but I do like, doing it, and then like I have like access to a great gym. I feel that way.
Yeah, that's true.
But to be able to do a theater and then sell it well and go home, and then you could do a few theaters.
Yeah,
that just feels like so far away from what I'm doing.
Yeah, I mean, it's all you do one, then you drive to like a nearby city. But I love clubs, man. I did a club recently. I did the Mothership recently. And I got to do like just 5 shows in 3 days, and I was like, "Fuck!"
And
I
you
love
live
that.
here. That's got to be fucking awesome.
That was really sweet. But I still, because I was just doing clubs all summer. I still kind of love it. And clubs, it's like it's just like, I don't know, something about
them.
It. Me too.
I've never headlined a theater. I've done theaters a fair amount when I'm like going on my friends' shows. So it's different because they're not there to see me. But every time I've done a theater, I've been like, maybe I get used to it.
Yeah.
Maybe it's different if they're there to see me, but it just feels sterile.
No, I mean, clubs are fun because there's just so much going on, but theaters are just, I don't know, I like it. It's all fun, honestly. As long as you're having fun performing, and like, once you get it's nice because there's so many people, so when you get a big laugh, you're like, wow, I really feel it. But like,
I think with the theaters I've noticed is they're further away from me and I can't see as many faces.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's
I like when they're right here.
It's different. It's just you doing your material pretty much. For a club, there's so many things going on. It's like, it's kind of fun.
All right.
Dude, thanks for having me on, man. I'm pumped.
I want to get a picture with you, and then we'll call it.
All right.
Theme music.